That sound wild as hell. What is that?
Just a timer, dude.
Hey, whatever that is, sound like it light up with it red.
I had to think like, is that on the intro video? I'm like, what?
Right. That sound like a rainbow light up.
Marcus had to take them chicken nuggets out the oven. That's all.
While you bullshitting, I might toss some fish sticks in the oven. I seen some at Walmart yesterday, so I grabbed them for the nostalgia.
Man, I had never been a fish stick. I don't like fish, but I can do fish sticks. Nah.
Something about the consistency of them bitches. I just can't.
Yeah, you gotta find the ones you like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because them bitches will get like some of them bitches, no matter how good you cook them, they be too soggy. Some of them be too crunchy. And like I was saying, I had that joint pulled, so I'm kind of nervous about eating anything but motherfucking mashed potatoes and what's my favorite? Mashed potatoes and coleslaw. That's what I really been eating.
Yeah. Look, so we before we get too far in, I want to say, hey, shout out to y'all. Welcome back. Power Hour Sunday, January 12th. We out here. It's Jay Johnson 313. We got
Dame Gone Wild.
SJ Santuan, twin, however you know me, but my real friends, they just say what up, bro.
they just say what up, bro. Mancho said the Eagles up. Oh, it's some games on. I mean, my team not playing this week. My team got a bye, so I forgot about football.
They chilling and getting their body rested for next week.
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all though, because I want to say it publicly now, just in case. At the beginning of the season, I said Buffalo and the Lions are my teams, and the only reason I said Buffalo because A, I used to like them back in the day when they lost all them Super Bowls, but B, Josh Allen was my quarterback in fantasy. So I had to pay extra, and Shakir was my wide receiver. So I had to pay real close attention to Buffalo. You feel what I'm saying? So them my two teams, and hopefully they be in the Super Bowl together. Like that's the Super Bowl everybody want to see. Don't nobody want to see nothing else.
You go for Kansas City, Detroit. I think that'd be a good Super Bowl match.
That'll be a good Super Bowl matchup because you got the team that ain't never won, ain't never been here before, and then you got the one that's trying to do a three-peat, which has never been done before. You know what I'm saying?
A little fun fact: Jared Goff has never lost to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. That's
the streets want Baltimore though.
Yeah.
Well, who cares what the streets want? Yeah.
The street Detroit and Baltimore. Now I want to see my dog in there though. Like if we gonna lose, I'd rather it be the
Well, we not gonna lose.
Lose if we go. What type of nigga is you? See, that's a Flint nigga. You feel?
No, man, it's 50-50 chance on everything. Nigga.
I understand your logic, but goddamn,
12 niggas out the defense, bro. I'm just saying, bro.
No, man, that's not. This don't got
it's too late. It's too late to say what we lost. We winning with that. We the best. We had the best season ever.
Take that opinion back to Dayton Ave, Curve.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna pick my son up. You want me to pick anything up from the Rosedale house?
Yeah, pick my sister up and drop her off in the middle of Grand River. Shit, that'll do me a huge favor.
No more crimes, Dame. No more crimes, man.
Hey, I want to shout y'all out though, Dame and Jay. Y'all had a hell of an episode yesterday. I mean, we all know we are the shit, and we be having dog ass episodes. But like yesterday, I felt like I wish that shit was live. You feel me? Like yesterday was one of them ones because of the shit that we was already talking about in our group chat. So to hear y'all talk about it and like I'm adding shit like nigga, I wish you know what I'm saying? Like, but yesterday was one of them ones, man, for real, straight up. Like
appreciate it.
Yeah, yesterday was one of them ones. And whoever Chaz Chambers is, nigga, like nigga should be at your front door kicking that bitch in, dragging you out and beating your ass because that was one of the most retardedest post a nigga could ever make, man. And I'm disgusted that you connected with coaching because you around kids and you really thought you got off with that, my nigga. Like you really thought you dropped a boom on niggas, like and real ones is looking at you like, oh, so you a predator, you sick fuck. And whoever, I hope somebody listening to this who know you, because Santuan L. Don Jackson said, fuck you, bitch. And when I see you, it's a problem. And if you know me or you see me, not Antoine, Santoine, I'm the more fit one at this point. If you see me first, you should run up on me and knock me out. Because when I see you, you sick bastard, I'm gonna holler at you, nigga. And I'm plugged in. So I hope you plugged in too. Because it's a shame that you call yourself a coach, you bitch ass nigga with the predator ways.
I will say this because we are on Elon's and whoever on YouTube's internet, we get flagged at one time.
My bad. I apologize, but niggas get the gist. I hope somebody know you watching this and tell you Santoine L. Don Jackson got a problem with you, my dog.
L.
Straight
Don?
up. Yeah, L. Don. That's cold, boy.
So we learn something new about niggas every day. You feel me?
Your pop sets you up for success with that one.
Yeah.
Do you and AJ got the same middle name?
No, he Deshaun and I'm L. Don.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But my shit is, my name came out of a Donald Goines book. My pops picked it out of a Donald Goines book. Not the whole name, just the Santoine part, and then he just threw the L. Don.
Okay.
So who
in the car?
So Santoine came first, so your brother just got Antoine because it rhymed?
Well, my grandma Shirley, my daddy's mama, wanted the name of Sandy and Andy, so I guess they was going with an S and A theme.
Sandy and Andy. I'm so glad you niggas not Sandy and Andy.
Yeah. That wasn't gonna work. Hey, that was gonna be problems. That was gonna cause problems. But that was my grandma Shirley. So I guess I don't know where they got the S and A theme from. Period. You know what I'm saying? But
what's interesting though, like, when we was introduced to y'all, it was AJ and SJ. So I guess it could have been Sandy and Andy. It wouldn't matter. But if you niggas' name was Sandy and Andy, I think y'all were different people.
It mattered because he'd have been Sandy. And nigga, would nobody let that shit go?
Right, yeah.
Nobody
that's what I'm saying. I would have had a complex with that. Like I would have had a complex with that. Like I would.
Question I never thought about until right now. Do you think what your name is dictating who you are? Like if you had a
little bit.
Yeah. Curve, we can't see you.
I know. I'm in the car
picking up the kid.
Oh, okay. I just because that kind of threw me for a loop when I heard his voice.
No, yeah, it's all good. Voice of God, but it's
the teacher guys. Teacher guys. Yeah.
No, I think it's I think for sure because like your nicknames be coming from certain names. You know what I'm saying? And so like you carry that differently. Like niggas you a different nigga from being the third and the fourth if they just call you Trey.
You right. I feel that because like when I was little, I used to say shit to my dad like, yeah, I'm gonna live up to my name. And then I wrote a book, and then my name actually came out of a Donald Goines book. So I didn't even know what that meant when I was saying that to him. And he used to say, well, what do that mean, son? What do that mean? I had no clue.
It sounded cool.
Yeah, it just sounded like I'm gonna be something type of shit. And then I end up writing books and shit like that. So that was dope. But what I don't like is when people hear a nigga name. So like when the nigga Eminem said his name is Clarence, bro, I didn't pick my name. You feel what I'm saying? What was his rap name? Was he Lickety Split in there? What was his rap name in there?
No, Lickety Split was the nigga with the braids.
Okay, so what was Clarence? See, we don't even remember.
Papa Doc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
no,
he picked Papa Doc. He didn't pick Clarence.
But whatever your name is. So, damn, I want to start back. So I found a book in like whatever that book Borders years ago, and it was a book of names. And it you know how niggas give you like a horoscope and like if you born on this day, this is such and such. And I found Jason, and then it gave a description. I'm like, yo, that like it sound like me, whatever. And I guess they was like, yo, if your name is this is how that. So we was kind of saying like who your name is that would impact who you are. So if a nigga named Clarence, it's only a certain type of niggas who gonna be named Clarence because that name.
Where's niggas named Clarence?
But you mean like, okay? So every Clarence that I know though is like kind of successful though. You feel me? Like
are they gangster rappers?
Definitely not gangster rappers, but they was battle rappers though. See,
they come from good fare. Basically, was they fronting on the mic like it was
right? But what's so crazy is like, 8 Mile, the white boy shamed him for living good. That's what it boiled down to. The poor white boy shaming a nigga for having everything that he wanted. Like, how dare you have
But
parents?
he could have ran with that, but he was ashamed of who he was. If you
Right.
came back and just be like, yeah, you broke ass nigga, that's why I'm like this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. Was it us
Like,
talking
I'm
about that? Like, was that supposed to be a representative of Royce the 5'9"? Because who was that in the movie? Because he wasn't from Detroit. You feel me?
I mean,
Not Royce.
I don't think he was Royce. I won't go that far.
First off, I don't even like.
I don't know.
I don't even like.
Listen,
Who
no,
was
I'm
Royce?
saying
Oh,
how
Ro-
the shit lined up. We knew that Mekhi
Roy-
Phifer was Proof.
or was
We
Royce?
knew who Bizarre was.
Yeah.
We knew everybody. Royce was around at that
He
time.
got a point.
Royce wasn't the ops.
He got a point.
He
Listen,
don't got a point.
Hold on. Listen to it. No. Listen to what I'm about to say. You don't know how a nigga looked at a nigga. You don't know how a nigga looked.
I do know this story. Like, it's not like we.
Bro, listen. What I learned recently, hearing Jim Jones talk on the Justin LeBoy podcast. Listen though, what I'm about to tell you. Niggas be hating on niggas forever. You never know how somebody really feel about you, right? And the reason I'm saying that is because we don't know how M felt about Royce.
We do.
If that is,
Both
yeah,
of them.
they're telling us what they thought. Like, okay, look, I like you niggas. I fuck with y'all. Y'all fuck with us. It's not no secret animosity nowhere. We can tell because how we fuck with each other, right? But
I don't know.
90, hold on. 90s rap.
Something against the Inkster niggas for sure.
Oh, that's because the Easter nigga probably knocked his baby mama down, but it wasn't me. Pick a baby mama. No, but I'm saying, right? But we got to think, like, in hindsight, 90s rap was vicious because niggas didn't know what was ahead of us. You feel what I'm saying? So, and then battle rap, see, I love battle rap because I done been to the hip hop shop and shit, but I didn't know that it was battle rap at the time. You know what I'm saying? But that shit used to be really vicious.
Well, everything that was going on up there wasn't just battle. I mean, they were
No, yeah, I done been up, I done been up there a few, and I didn't understand where I was at because I had two cousins that rapped. My cousin Black, who I took to the most because he was from Inkster, but then I had a cousin named Dante, and my cousin Dante was from the city, and he was hip hoppy. He was all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Hip hoppy.
right, but so he used to come and get me and Antoine and take us down there. We didn't know where we didn't know that this was history type of shit though. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we in there like, okay, when we with cuz, it's more of this. And then when we with other cuz, it's gonna turn into a fight. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I will say this. If this, I mean, 8 Mile was loosely based on Royce was not the head of a crew that had beef and was jumping and beating up and fucking his baby mama. Like that was not him at all.
We just talk about the rap part and not being from the city. We just talk about the rap part and not being what they added on to a nigga. We ain't, you know.
And like, yeah, I'm saying it's just that was not Royce. Royce was
Hey
better.
man, it's the internet, man. We could just throw shit out there. Listen,
Also, I gotta take. You can't learn nothing from listening to Justin LeBoy and Jim.
yeah. But what I'm saying is, I couldn't believe the level of hate that Jimmy opened up on Cam and Mace because they back friends. Like he made it a point to try
As
to
men, though,
No, that's
as grown men, like
Yeah,
let's let that part be said. Like them niggas is grown, bro.
as hell. Like, come on, bro. Like they was teenagers when this shit was going on, and like he made it a point to try to be like, oh, because Mace was never
Look.
fresh. Like, bro, you want to know what this really is? I'm about to break
It's
it
some high
down because
school,
niggas
it's some
might
high
not know
school
this.
shit.
No, this is niggas letting people that's not black in the culture because Jim Jones ain't black, bro. Jim Jones is an Arab, bro, mixed with a Spaniard, bro. He's not black, bro. This is what you get when you let other people in the culture, bro. This is what you get, bro.
That's
I don't want to get Jason
SJ,
too
that
gassed.
Spaniard hit so hard. That Spaniard hit hard. That Spaniard hit hard as fuck.
Fucking Spaniard. Fucking Spaniard.
I was just in awe.
so. Question: What is
I was in awe, nigga.
what Mama Jones? I don't know why that's confetti, but what is Mama Jones? She the Spaniard?
She the Spaniard. Yeah, she the Spaniard.
His dad is Arab.
Yeah, his dad is some type of Middle Eastern Arab, bro. And look at him. He look dirty and shit. Like, look at him.
That nigga name is
SJ, I'm just saying.
Guillermo.
I'm just saying, don't get this nigga Jason gassed up because he got a secret. It's not even a secret. This nigga got a strong disdain for Jim Jones. I try and
Me too,
tag that
man.
nigga in everything I
Me
No,
see
too,
for
bro.
Jimmy.
I'm bumping for my nigga Jason. No, that nigga is lame. It's not
Super
a
lame.
disdain.
Super
Jason
lame, bro.
Jason hates lame. If I'm ever 52 years old and I'm walking around with a scarf on my head or a Pooh Shiesty mask, or if I'm talking about anything about
Booming it up.
niggas and my kids is grown, punch me in the face. Like, drop me where I stand, nigga, and just be like, you lame as fuck, bro. Because like, I hate this page is saying that this nigga, like, he did start the trends. Bro, who gives a fuck? He's 52.
Listen, my
Like,
nigga. Listen.
What credit do you want for this? What credit do you
Right.
want for this, bro?
Bro, like I my level of disgust with seeing somebody being mad at friends being back friends and getting over it. And look, you could be their friend. You just a buster. Like, that's just what it boiled down to. Like, they don't want to be your friend, bro. Like, why would
And
you
he
go
mad that they
on
getting money. They getting money.
together, like they discussed?
This is what I think the issue is. Well, one of the issues is definitely a lot of jealousy. It was always Cam and Mace initially. Jim thought he replaced Mace, and this is my new boyfriend. And now that he got back with his ex, you butt hurt over that shit, and you are really upset. Like, I'm the hype man. I'm the number 2. Look what I've done for the crew. How dare you go back to your ex-boyfriend? I'm not trying to allude to the fact that them two was or anything, but I'm just saying that's what it feels like. He feel like you salty that a nigga got back with his ex, and that's whack. Also, you played this tough role too much. You probably a tough guy. We squared up. You could get the best of me. I don't know, because I'm a man too. But I seen you on video multiple times running, getting bottles thrown at you. Everybody from your neighborhood DC's had you underneath a car. Like there's so many stories about you not being a tough guy, which makes me think that you're overcompensating for something. We seen you run at the Rucker. We got you on tape running and hiding and ducking under shit. Like, why is this such a obsession for you? I don't understand it. Like, you 50.
He came back and boomed the block up, Jay.
He's 50.
He's 50 and he got a grown son. Like, Rick, go be with your son, bro.
I'm done raising.
I'm telling you,
I'm done
man.
raising him. I'm done raising him. I'm doing it for Harlem. I'm done
Right,
raising
yeah.
him. I gotta raise the rest of Harlem.
No. Not for Harlem. Not for Harlem. For the real Harlem. You know, anytime it's the real Harlem now. Not the Harlem. Not the Harlem of today. The real Harlem. I'm doing this for the real Harlem. You know what I'm saying?
Count Basie rolling over in his grave right now, my nigga. I don't even know if he's from Harlem, but I'm Harlem Renaissance. Nigga, them niggas is upset with you. How about that?
Doing this for the real Harlem, niggas.
I know how much J Love, old man, tough guy raps, and Jim Jones just fit the whole climate of everything. Jay
Man, you
had.
can't name two. You can't name a song besides Ballin'. Like, let's be 100 and Certified Gangster. I ain't gonna take that away from him. That was the shit too. Like, Certified Gangster and then Ballin'. Like, I don't even know. He still rap. I ain't know nothing after that.
Summers in Miami.
He raps a
Calling Me
lot.
Back.
He raps a lot.
Oh, then he running with Mano. Once I seen him and Mano together, I knew.
The Lobby Boys. They dropped a whole project last year.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all still in the lobby, my nigga? Y'all still, what is you doing in the lobby, dog? Like you talk about
Lobby Boys at 50.
Right. You talk about like the Project Hallway lobby, or you talking like the Ritz lobby? Like, what lobby you talking about?
It's grimy New York rap. They talking about the lobby and the projects.
At 50.
What's up? Was showing coming through the show,
What up, Trey?
They still jumping niggas. They still,
right, yeah, like y'all still fight,
jumping niggas at the club.
Y'all still getting shot at clubs, running out, and then like letting Troy Ave clown you losers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what like niggas be extra tough, man. Like, I don't know, man, but that was just some Buster activity. I guess we just calling out Buster activity and funny shit today because
I guess my question is, when you turn 50 and you still like tough, like what's left from there? Because you're only getting older.
Right. See, I gotta be a smooth nigga, man. My cousin Aaron always used to tell me like the smooth niggas win, man. Like even if you gotta do something to somebody, like the older you get, the smoother you should get. Like we still know we gotta shoot you two niggas if we get into it with y'all. Like we think it the way y'all talk, it ain't no calming it down. Like y'all, we looking at y'all like young niggas. Like like if you at the gas station, with me personally, if I'm at the gas station and there's young niggas in there, like I know this could potentially turn into something stupid or crazy because they young niggas. That's how I'm looking at y'all. But if I'm at the gas station and the nigga in there and he look chill and he, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, another grown up.
Like, y'all see the footage from the Wayne County official?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hey, did he go get his wife? Did he go get her for that? Like
No,
what?
She came in because she thought the guy had pushed her out. She thought the guy had pushed her husband out of
because
the store. So then she came in with her pistol.
hey, they about to cook them in Oakland County just because she from Wayne County, bro. They about to cook the shit out of them, bro. But that was really excessive. They put that nigga on the ground. No, you go stay there.
Hold on, I'll see if I can bring this shit up, dog.
He said, "Get on your knees.
Yeah,
Get on your knees."
All right, hey,
To me, when I tell a nigga tell me get on my knees, I think you finna kill me.
yeah,
That's
right,
what's going through my
right.
mind. You finna kill me.
I'm not getting on my knees and I'm not getting in no trunk. Them two things I'm not doing. So if you catch me, Chaz Chambers, Chaz,
we about to
them
watch.
two things that I'm not doing.
Hold on, dog.
Really?
First of all, you should have left that old nigga alone.
I was just looking at saying.
No, because the truth is, nigga, you know goddamn well it's a 10% add-on to the pop. That's because you take the bottles back and you get the 10 cent back, nigga. That you've been doing that your whole life, old black man.
Where's my other lady at?
Oh, I can't jump ahead on this joint. But look, so at this point, he just chilling, arguing back and forth with my man. I have no idea why dude came up there and started talking to him, though.
Yeah.
He was trying to interject and let him know, like, yeah, it is a 10 cent. But he should have kept his motherfucking mouth closed. You don't talk to strangers.
Now, dude is partially right because there is no tax on groceries. He thinking about tax, nigga. This for the deposit, though.
Yeah. This is a 10 cent deposit for the bottle.
Oh, here come, and I don't like how they covered his face either.
Yeah.
I
He
guess
must be white. He white.
victim.
That black man has a feather in his hat. You should have left him alone.
Yeah, for sure.
With a Sherlin on. He got a Sherlin on.
Yeah, but it's one
He got that from Max Greens, niggas.
Right. There's no tax on pop. Huh?
I said there is now.
On groceries?
Well, he got proof right there in the receipt.
Yeah, no, ain't no tax on groceries.
Or it is now.
Quit saying that, man. Ain't no tax on groceries. Ain't no
He
tax
told
on
that nigga to
groceries.
quit saying that.
Quit. Get in it. Ain't none of your business.
Well, you get the fuck out,
Who
man.
the fuck is you talking to? You!
You put your hands on me,
I will put your motherfucking hands on top of me like that. I don't know that touch you. You don't know me. Really?
Boom.
Fuck with you. Motherfucker. I'm gonna kill you.
That's it. You're blocked.
I think it's so white. Nigga pale.
Give me my pistol.
You dumb motherfucker.
Can you imagine a nigga tossing me around the store like that?
Give me my pistol. Yeah. Give me my pistol.
Give me my pistol. That's what he said. Give me my pistol. That sounds like premeditated to me right there. Give me my pistol.
Should I wait here?
This nigga, he looking for his glasses.
Yeah. I'm actually happy he didn't go outside. It would have got nasty outside.
Yeah, he probably would have. He probably would have shot him quick outside.
No, don't go. Give me your motherfucking knees. Give me your knees. Say you sorry.
I apologize. I apologize.
Find my goddamn ring.
That nigga said, "Find my goddamn ring, nigga."
I gotta sign my ring.
What happened? Trying to rob you?
I'll be out in the car in a second.
Did he try to rob you? Nope.
That nigga said nope.
Sorry. We should
Hey, he still said sorry.
He don't want that black man to shoot him while he on his knees.
I should fucking blow your fucking brains out.
All right, whatever. You should do that.
Pull this shit out. Sign my damn ring.
Hey, what happened? What happened? What happened? We got into an argument. What happened? What happened? We argued. What happened? You punched my husband out the door. He punched me. Baby, what happened? What happened? There's a camera. What happened? We argued. What happened?
She got the blick.
We argued. What happened?
So listen, he on his knees with 2 guns pointed at him.
Larry, look what you stuff. I'm gonna call the police. Go ahead. And let camera. Larry, whatever you get, let me call the police. I'm gonna stand up and look for your. No, you're gonna stay down there. You're gonna stay down there. This is ridiculous. You're gonna stay down there. We both need to go. You punched my husband out the door because he attacked me. For what? There's a camera. For what? Don't put the camera. Well, he attacked you for what? Because we argued. What were you arguing about?
This is black love at its finest because she locked the fuck in. She locked the fuck in.
Okay, so what you getting in it for? What did that have to do with you?
She asking all the right questions.
Getting in it for? What did that have to do with you?
Man, it didn't have shit to do with me.
Hey,
But a 10-cent argument shouldn't be led to me on my knees at gunpoint.
Right.
Look, that's what above 50 violence is supposed to be look like. That look like old men. That's Jim Jones will be in there with the gun turned to the side, like
He all movie edition. He all menace to society.
this nigga look like Red Fox and fucking Harlem. That nigga's like, come on now. Come on.
Hey,
Come on.
dog.
Say.
Imagine going to the gas station and walking in there and seeing a black couple with a white man on his knees at gunpoint.
Nope. Walking right back out.
I'm turning
This
around.
ain't got
I
shit-
would have peeped
this
it
ain't got
before
shit to
I
do
even
with
got
me.
in there. Yeah, I would have
This ain't
peeped
got
it.
shit to do with me.
Yeah, this about to be. Yeah,
That's fucking crazy. Dog.
that's
But,
insane. But you should have minded your motherfucking business. Yeah, like shut the fuck up.
he must have been drunk because he was
Both of them was drunk, bro.
Well, I mean, white boy was probably like lit, right? Because
Couple beers,
he seemed
couple
like
tall boys in them.
his balance was not good from the get go. You feel me?
Yeah, he should have. Yeah,
Too wobbly. But like, why'd you feel so comfortable yelling at that man and getting in his face like that? He said, "Stop!" yelling." Like, well, hurry the fuck up, then. I'm like,
Because
what?
you white. Because he white. That's why.
hey, because he
That's the
definitely
only
didn't
reason
expect
why.
that. Hey,
Yeah.
matter of fact, that should be a PSA to motherfuckers actually, because like that
he
was wild.
He was
bro.
white in Oakland County and thought he could get in that black man face.
Right, and then and then Jim Jones' cousin probably was behind the counter, so he felt even safer. He felt even safer with dog behind the counter. You know
I
what
did
I'm
not
saying?
know that Guillermo was half.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. Now that you know that, look at him. Instead of seeing the dirty light skinned guy you thought you were seeing, look at him now. Like he fits the criteria.
You mean to tell me the Arab father still was a deadbeat?
I ain't gonna disrespect nobody's mama, but
No, what I'm saying is
no,
like,
listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not gonna disrespect nobody's mama, but you see the mama, you gonna keep that away from you, my dog. That only got worse. That didn't. that only got worse. That's years of acting out and wild that we saw. By the time we knew that was his mama, you could just imagine. Well, she taught him how to kiss. So
that's just I forgot.
you
Oh,
forgot
I
about
remember that now. I remember
Forgot
that
about
now.
Yeah.
I forgot. Maybe this is also some of my disgust for Jim because he was like defending him, son kissing his mama and shit.
Yeah.
This weird, dog. It's too much.
He grew up different in Harlem.
Right.
Yeah,
That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
Didn't Jimmy used to call himself Me Too? Remember, because son was like Me Too. No.
When
Like,
Jimmy got caught, I was
Yeah.
like, me too.
Oh.
Horse and
Who's
carriage.
that Cam?
Might
That
have
was
been
cat. That was horse and carriage. So
Yeah,
look,
it's horse
they
and carriage
been
for
had
sure.
love for you because they shouted you out. on they first single, on his first single with the other homeboy on there. You just wasn't no rapper then, but you wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? Mase taught you how to rap.
Well, he said that Cam stole his whole style.
All right.
I just can't wait to see Cam and Mase take on it. I can't wait till tomorrow.
They said they coming tomorrow. They gonna
I can't wait till tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be no sports show. They gonna take so long on that monologue, and then they got to get to the Steelers getting plummeted. You feel what I'm saying?
This is the first week of the playoffs. They gonna definitely do football.
No.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. But we only get an hour. But that like they open it up with that.
I don't understand.
And if I was Cam, listen. If I was Cam, I'd kick the freestyle off on the Jello beat. I definitely would kick the freestyle out on the Jello beat.
Cause that shit slapping. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, nigga.
It's bro. We living in Pootie Tang, my G. Cause what is he saying?
Whoa.
This what I don't like. Everybody got the same opinion because somebody said the joke first, and everybody run with the same joke. Oh, nigga, this sound like Nelly or such and such.
Yeah, no, I like the shit. No, the shit is a hit though. It got all the elements of a hit, like in real life, and it actually its catchy part is something that feel familiar. Like this shit is a hit. Like, and his brother helped him. The one brother wrote it and produced it. The hooping nigga, not the little one, but the other one.
When I went to go look for the song, they still release music. Lonzo still releases music.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're really rappers.
And that song is it's on the Ball Brothers.
The Ball Brothers, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think Lonzo helped co-wrote it and produced it. And bro, I didn't realize how young that nigga was. He like, bro, I'm only 25. I'm like, damn, bro, we've been watching him for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been watching him.
LeVar Ball saw the future. He saw the future. He said, my sons are coming and they all gonna be good. Bro, you didn't know how it was gonna shake out
for this shit, huh?
Listen, if Jello never would have got caught stealing, it'd be a different story, because when he got caught stealing, that's when LeVar Ball launched his league that took all them young kids overseas to play against them grown motherfuckers and turned it, and the NBA shut that shit down.
That's why there's NIL money right now because of
that, bro. He had his own. That never would have happened if he never would have got caught stealing, bro. That was the best thing that ever happened to them, bro. And now they got all these leagues.
Them, it's the best thing that ever happened to us. Well,
it was sports, yeah. But now they got basketball leagues for high schoolers to get paid, bro. They got TV deals on Prime, whatever that league, OTE. Like,
we watching that on ESPN.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that shit is like. That shit more popular than a G League. That shit is more popular than a G League, bro. So, like, for sure, LeVar Ball, and then them crackers tried to separate them, tried to get them up out of there. Like, and I feel LeVar Ball, y'all niggas wasn't getting hurt when I was training y'all, bro. Y'all niggas was healthy all the way through when I was training y'all, bro.
Do you think we'll ever get to a point? I don't think so, because of how much money. I don't know. Who knows what happens 20 years in the future. But do you think we get to a period where instead of college ball, you just got semi-pro ball, like 18, 19-year-olds can play in these smaller, quote unquote, less than leagues under the NBA, and then the NBA picks from those? Because
we're there, bro. We're actually there, bro.
So here's what I think, especially on the college football aspect. And I heard another coach talk about this, that niggas will go say play junior college maybe for a year or two, get their body, get their skills together, and then go play at one of these major schools, still have all 4 years of eligibility. You ball out for a year or two at a major school. Now you're already in your junior year. You take that shit straight to the NFL.
Why do I want to go to the NFL if I'm getting paid money in college?
Bro, this is, to me, NIL did this, bro. It actually gave young athletes a promising future, bro. Because your span is only so long anyway, and you really wasting some of that in college to try to get to the payday. So now, bro, once these quarterbacks is, I think Miami just gave a young dude $4 million for 1 year. He make more money than every rookie quarterback now. So I could play 4 years getting $4 million, and I could graduate.
But that's not going to be the same for everybody. I mean, but I look at it like this. If I'm a young nigga 16, 17, and I come from west side of Detroit, and y'all going to give me 300,000 to play even too. Like that's enough money for me to be
This is,
like,
but
I can
listen,
start to change in my life with
bro, high school
300,000.
kids can get NIL deals though. That's
Yeah,
what
high
I'm
school
saying.
kids now got NIL.
Yeah, that's
And
what I'm saying. In high school. So I'm 15 years old, bro. I got an NIL deal worth 1.5 million. I'm only 15. So
I just saw a story about a high school kid who invested in a hotel.
yeah, I seen that. Yeah. 15 years old, bro. I got the money already. So even if I want to continue to play college ball, I'm just gonna get more money. I don't need the NBA. I don't love what these kids are showing, what the kids already been showing you or been saying. It's about the money. So I don't technically love basketball. By the time we see some of these high school kids, bro, they done pay in 1,500 basketball games with these crazy schedules. You feel what I'm saying? So way too much basketball, bro. Some of these kids, bro, is reclassing and all of that. They only doing that to try to get the money.
So you can make more money in. I think more people will make more money in college than the NFL or in professional sports because
for sure.
Because when you're in high school or college, that name, image, and likeness, you get all that money. But when you sign an NBA contract, they own your name, image, and likeness. Like you can't be in a car commercial with your jersey on or with your name on the back of it because that NBA
it's the NBA, yeah. They own
your name, image, and your likeness. So like in college, like most people who go into the NFL, they got like a 1.5 to 2 year career, right? So in 4 years in college, you will probably make more money than you're going to make in the average person is going to make more money than what they would make in the NFL if you ever go into the NFL. And
right, that's what I'm about to say. If you even get to the NFL and in college now, like, so a lot of people confuse this as well. NIL don't got nothing to do with the actual schools, right? So what that mean is, if I go to Michigan, Michigan ain't paying me, but now colleges are allowed to pay you, which is actually go increase some bags because I'm taking 1.5 over here on my NIL deal, and then the college is telling me that they go pay me $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 on top of that, which is a lot.
When you go to certain schools, though, like
I'm saying certain schools, but I'm saying
no. What I'm saying is on the NIL stuff, like University of Michigan alumni is something crazy. So coming here, I have a connection that can get you paid with so many people, and that's what like on some Dion shit. Like I got connections with so many people. It's like you got a good manager, and he got connections, or you got the good distribution deal, or whatever. So like I connect you with, but like on a regular level, just a regular kid who goes to
the average level,
right? Who never gonna go to the NBA. Maybe you understand that you're never gonna go to the NBA, right? But while you was in school, your name, image, and likeness, you got with Rocket Mortgage, and you got a free house. And then you went with Bob some Chevrolet, and now you got a free car. And now when I leave, when I'm out of college, my college is paid for. When I'm out of college, I have a home, I have a car. Like I'm up $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 at 22, 23 years old, and I'm so far ahead because I don't have to get in debt for my
education. I don't got everything that's supposed to set me back. And people got to understand this too about sports. It's elite players on each level. A great junior high player don't always translate into a great high school player than a great college player.
Right.
So I'm capitalizing on whatever level I'm on. So I'm the man in high school. I get to college, I'm coming off the bench because
everybody's the man.
Everybody's the man. So and my work ethic just ain't that. But while I was in high school for them 4 years, I squoze a half a ticket about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And a car and this and that. And then I got to college. They offered, I squoze a little bit out of college too. I just ain't that nigga no more. But I'm still tugging up. They still tossing shit at me. You know what I'm saying? So that's just, to me, that shit is giving kids a brighter future because the NFL try to act like CTE don't exist. But this young nigga been getting hit in his head since he was 5 years old. This nigga throwed. Like you know what I'm saying? This nigga throwed, and we watched him get throwed and throwed.
If you watch AB Twitter account, you can tell motherfucking CTE is alive and well inside of that nigga.
Bro,
like it's
like
that nigga brains is scrambled eggs.
And bro, I just seen the nigga get hit today in the Denver Buffalo game. And I looked at Antoine like, bro, that nigga's not even moving from the helmet to helmet contact. Imagine getting up Gibbs last week when that white boy hit Gibbs. And he, first of all, he didn't drop the ball. But then when he kind of got up and then imagine getting hit like that play after play. I said to Antoine, he had the best game of his life. And Antoine said, man, I hope that nigga don't die in his sleep or some shit. Because imagine that play after play since you were 12, bro. Something
or imagine
is
having the
wrong
best
with you.
game of your life, and in 2 years you can't remember your daughter's name. Like
Right.
that's the reality of that shit.
Yeah, like if I have a son, man, I don't want my son to play football, bro. Like just because you gonna be a lunatic.
And what position he plays?
You gonna be a lunatic, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You an O lineman, you don't take no hits like that. All your shit is pushing and shoving. You ain't taking
Yeah,
hits.
yeah.
But
I,
nigga, you are pushed, but you are also taking a direct hit from another 300-pound man,
They push you on
75
the
plays in a game.
Yeah, but like they action
he's
is
saying
here.
yeah, that's more resistance than
It's not
actually
a 35-mile-an-hour car crash, right? When you were running back and somebody literally rams their whole body into you. It's different when I'm just pushing and shoving. I'm not
right.
taking
Yeah.
hits to the head like a wide receiver. I'm not like a tight end.
But my son wouldn't be fat. You see how fit I am, nigga?
The fit twin, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. You see how fit I am, nigga.
Yeah, you know, if you're a defensive back, you play defense, like they got long careers. You know what I'm saying? Because they not the ones taking punishment. Well, I'm on defense. I'm not taking no punishment.
Right. I'm issuing the pay.
Yeah,
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Imagine Ray Lewis hitting you.
Unless Lamar Jackson running downfield.
Yeah.
Not Lamar, but what's Derrick Henry? You see that nigga in the open field, he's going to initiate the punishment.
He gonna kick you in the face.
I mean, you can tackle that nigga, man.
They can't.
Wrap that nigga.
That's a big motherfucker to tackle.
Man, I ain't even. You realize how young he is, bro? He's not even like 25, bro. He might be like 25 at best, bro. Like that's insane.
So is he or is he not 25?
At most, he's 25. Like Lamar Jackson, he only 28, bro. That's a 28-year-old out there, bro. Damn, you don't stand a chance walking.
I'm not saying that I would try and take down Lamar Jackson or Derrick Henry. I know my limits at this stage in my life.
Yeah, right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm 6 feet tall and I'm not even 200 pounds. I wouldn't try to run and tackle that nigga.
Me neither. I definitely,
I want to enjoy grandchildren one day.
Yeah.
I want to remember some of the women I had sex with when I'm in my 50s.
Like so, but do y'all think we will get to a point where, like I can just as a private entity, I can just make my own team full of college age players and play, and instead of it being all the farming system being college sports, maybe college buys a team, right? And you don't even have to be enrolled in college to play there. Like basically a free market system, because it doesn't necessarily, like, I don't even know why it has to.
I see it getting there. And you know why I see it getting there? Because I see the level of money that those princes and all of that stuff from the Middle East are putting into other sports.
Golf,
so like
tennis,
every other sport. So
boxing.
And I'm seeing that people aren't afraid not to be in the NBA. First of all, the NBA is a small fraternity when you look at the big scope of things. And if you look at it as a small fraternity like it is, that's why people were trying their hardest to get there. But now it's so many leagues, like people go overseas in these leagues and then foreign players come over here and dominate too much for people not to put their eyes on foreign games now. You know what I'm saying? So the amount of money that's out there, yes, it's definitely going to be a free market. You know,
I think it's still the prestige of these leagues, just the name recognition. I play in the NFL, I play in the NBA, and that means something to niggas like us. But like 20, like you said, another generations come another 20, 30 years from now, NBA ain't gonna mean shit to some nigga that's 7 years old right now. He's seeing different options, and it may be a lot of different options out there when he's ready to continue his career. If I can go over to Saudi Arabia and make LeBron money right now, and in 20 years, if I can go over to Saudi Arabia and make money, and they giving me a bigger bag than I can make in the NBA, if the goal is the bag, then Fuck
Bro,
the
if I was
logo.
Russell Westbrook, I would go to the league because the Saudis or whatever is trying to put together a league. If I was a nigga like Russell Westbrook or something like that, I would go because whoever the first 10 niggas to lead the NBA that they feel like are superstars. They want American superstars to come first, just like in boxing.
They've been doing that shit for years. That's why, like, Stephon Marbury left and they
went to China. They got statues. Yeah.
Like, he's the fucking man over there. And I didn't go like when I was washed. Like I could still
I could play. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like somebody who would still play, and once somebody like that go over there, and they gonna give him $1 billion because that ain't nothing.
It's crazy to think that there's an alternate universe where Stephon Marbury is the greatest basketball player to ever touch this country. There's somewhere on the planet right now where that exists. And they think Stephon Marbury is Jesus.
Well, he was on the court. Like outside
I'm just saying, like that's when you think about it, that shit's crazy to think.
It is right. Like here in America, in the NBA, he was the man. Now politics and shit he got into with the league got him.
He was going crazy for a while. Remember that nigga was eating Vaseline on live?
He did that
early.
Yeah. But he is the reason that we on this stream right now. He did that
right,
shit.
Yeah.
He did that shit for a brand new startup company called Ustream, and that's where streaming came from. That nigga started the streaming services, and they paid him money for that shit. All that shit. He was the first internet troll, if you want to be honest, right? On Ustream. I don't know where Ustream is right now, but all this streaming that we do live from the phone, he was number one. Who did that shit before him? What was the platform?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I said early. Like you are absolutely correct.
It was Ustream. Like that, that was the thing. And that's crazy.
And you know what? You said where's Ustream right now? Ustream was actually probably the technology. So we're probably using Ustream, and everybody who goes live is probably using the Ustream technology. Because that's how the shit be working. What else been going on out there in the world of funny shit? You know what I'm saying?
There's been a lot of shit with people and their stupid opinions about dating and what niggas should have to accept from these bitches.
Yeah,
and
I seen like that. Yeah, that was trash.
I don't like it.
Except from these women.
No, I said it right. These bitches.
Well, I feel like if you in the dating world,
women is something whole different. It's just a whole different breed.
Yeah, I feel like.
So, are you dating bitches or are you dating women? And which
I date grown women myself personally. I date women, but I see the type of shit that some of these bitches throw out there that think niggas should have to accept to date B-Lot pussy, and I don't agree with it.
So, so this is the problem, right? Like, you have to realize that some niggas are accepting it, and by that, more niggas are accepting it than you might be aware of. So it seems foreign to you, but these are just in an alternate world. These are just normal concepts. This is actually the norm. You know what I'm saying? You're the outcast in their world. You know what I'm saying?
Or is it I don't know. I don't know what the norm, because niggas getting on the internet and can make anything seem.
That's what I'm saying. It's a following for it.
No. What I'm saying is,
okay. So say that. I'm not gonna say it's the norm, but there is a audience for that shit.
Yeah, I'm saying not. Yeah, right. An audience. So we don't even know if she believed that, because she could be married happily with kids.
She is.
Exactly. So why is she telling a nigga what he should accept? And you're not even there. You're past that position. You're married.
That's what I'm saying. This internet stuff isn't real. It's a bunch of hypothetical situations that happen over time. So that when you physically find yourself in one of these situations, you've been trained how to act. Like me personally, we've talked in great detail about how through movies and through music, black males have been attacked, and hip hop got us fucked up, porn got us fucked up, the whole nine. All right, we talk about that in detail. Me personally, right now, I think black women specifically are being programmed to hate each other. On all these reality TV shows, they tell you how to argue. They tell you the format to argue in. Go to dinner, talk about your feelings, throw water, like all these. We had an issue when we was out of town, so let's meet up, have dinner, and talk about it. Nigga, that's on TV. Like, people don't do this.
Yeah, they don't do that. Yeah.
This Love and Hip Hop shit been on for 15 years, dog. 15 years that they've been telling you and showing you how to argue. What should you be upset with if this woman does this thing in this relation? Now,
because the black woman is under attack, like the black male was under attack, and it was disguised to look cool. You are absolutely correct. But in the midst of that attack, they are weaponizing being a strong male against the black man, but they're using the black woman to do it. And like, this is like a double whammy. You know what I'm saying? This is like a double whammy because, and we're old enough to recognize it, because the shit that we be seeing people say and what's going on, these are kids to us in real life. Like these are kids. We're seeing and we're watching it and we're like, damn. But then the real problem be that we're watching kids do it, but the bitches' kids is grown, so now they act like kids again. These hoes get to live. Some bitches is on a second set of kids.
They on
and their grandmas.
To quote Nas, they on their second childhood.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't be doing this, but you watch this. I've watched and listened to music so much that I didn't even realize it was having an impact on me, right? And I think when we watch this shit for 15 years and so long, that shit is in your subconscious, and that's what you default to. And so I bring that up to say,
and it's
sometimes the narrative on the internet is not real. No one's actually done this, but it's been positioned that is normal. So when you do come across it, now you're going to act. That's like art imitating life, life imitating art.
And it's a maturation process that we've seen in it as well. We see them start these ill behaviors like on every level. They start with like Teen Mom, then we see it on Baddies or Bad Girls Club, and then they turn into Love and Hip Hop, and then Basketball Wives, and then Real Housewives of whatever. Like we see every iteration of them turning from young ratchet to old ratchet hoes, and this is how you should act at every one.
Right, but the bottom line is, for sure you're gonna disrespect your husband, and for sure you're gonna fight. That's what's going on.
And check this out. And then so something or someone, a power that be, is telling them how to act, and then the rappers and the musicians are telling the niggas how to act. Because you're gonna disrespect a woman for sure.
Oh,
and
and
you're gonna kill somebody. So they disrespect their husband and fight, and you're gonna disrespect the woman and kill. Like, it's the same message.
Because first of all, with that viral clip that went viral with that young lady talking, what's a nerd? Like I need a full definition of a nerd now, because I was hella smart, I was hella aware, I had everything myself, and I sold drugs. So what category do I fit in? Because I love video games, I love wrestling, I love basketball cards. Like I hadn't. So what's a nerd? Like, what does that mean, bro? And I wore glasses.
We can speak about growing up in the 90s, right? Because I can't tell you about a different time. Through our adolescence, growing up through the 90s, I think when they refer to nerds, I think it's the ones who just weren't cool, who weren't quote unquote popular, and you were smart and did what you're supposed to do and didn't dress cool and everything. Because it was a bunch of smart niggas who went on to do great things, but they were stugging and doing wild shit with us too. But so you a nerd is basically when you really, really, I'm not telling you I agree with this. I'm just telling you what the category was. Like, when you really, really smart, you sort of socially awkward, and you are not a part of the quote unquote in crowd, you labeled as a nerd.
Okay. Right. So, because I had to decipher through that. Uncool to
smart.
Right. I'm smart and you cool because you do stupid shit. And I might not smoke or drink because I'm not of age and that's not my thing. But you come to school with a bottle of Mad Dog with you, so you cool. All right. So, because I was confused, and drug dealers were not all grown, and you weren't being preyed on. You were being fast. Like, these niggas weren't preying.
Some niggas was
no. Like that was a big lump in of, like we said, like when we was talking earlier, she lumped in 80 different things to say nothing, and people. That's why it's going viral, because it was like, you should accept it, and you like, wait a minute, this don't actually match up with this.
I would say this though, niggas do pray. So back in elementary and middle school, like when you the 8th graders, the 7th graders is so much younger than you. You feel me? Because this is 1 year, but they so much younger than you. And even the people who was above. So there was this young girl who was a year under me, but everybody above us knew. And they was like, it's really crazy when you think about like, yo, we got to get her before she get to Cody. Because when she get to high school, all the niggas is going to be on her. So like it was 9th graders who were current 9th grade. I'm in 8th grade. I'm like, oh, and the 9th grader trying to talk to the 7th grader before.
So you went to an actual middle school then, 7, 8, 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I went through a K through 8 ultimately.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Added on, and after that stopped. But like niggas do pray.
No. But this is what I'm saying. She said
2-year difference, but she talking about like, and also like,
no. But this is what I'm saying. The way that the way she was saying the shit, drug dealers preyed on us. Like, no, that's not you putting a bunch of shit in. So I could have been in high school dealing drugs like I was and fucking with high school bitches. I'm in my zone, but there are 21-year-old niggas coming up here to pick up the 16-year-olds. But those niggas not necessarily drug dealers; they predators.
Yeah. And
that's
then you
what I'm saying.
Crossover when they doing both. But
right?
like,
yeah, you got hybrids, but
she put everybody. She was
Call
like,
niggas hybrids.
she was like, niggas who are successful now with their 401ks and everything, who don't want to, the woman with the baby mamas and everything like that, or who got standards for themselves, is just like the nerd. Like y'all looking over these women, just how they used to look over y'all when y'all was nerds, because we was dating drug dealers and older people. But y'all should feel bad for us because we was victims because they was preying on us. So
look, just how y'all made choices then, we making choices now.
And first of all, man, it is you saying 401k like that's something, which leads me to believe that you don't know what a 401k actually is. All you are actually displaying in that is what you're displaying to the internet is your ignorance, because just because I have a 401k does not make me that doesn't mean I was a nerd back then. That doesn't mean I'm a simp now. That's because I work at a job. You actually can get a 401k working at fast food restaurants. You get a 401k through your job. That has nothing to do with anything you just said. Why?
401k exists now because there ain't no more pensions.
Exactly. Like that don't mean you.
So
nigga, it was the benefit package. It came with the dental.
Right? Yeah. That's like a bitch saying, "Oh, nigga,
3.5% or 5%, whatever they make."
You got insurance, nigga. How dare you not fuck with me? Like, what the fuck? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, so far gone. That's the only way I could describe like the world. Like it's only gonna get worse. Like, I wish that it would go back dark. I wish it would go back like. In the clock,
it stopped, and you had to go meet people in real life.
What if you had to actually go meet someone in real life? Like, what if you had to go pick up your groceries? Like, all the things we heard were coming. Now that they're here, like we like this guy shit fucked up. Like this guy shit fucked up.
I used to tell my son this shit, like, nigga, you have Facebook in high school. Like, I had to go to Northland and Fairlane all day and like figure it out. I was in the field. I had to figure out these lines, see what worked, see what approach didn't work. Like, nigga, it was trial and error until I figured out what was right. Nigga, you can you can just DM dive all day, and nigga, the law averages, somebody gonna hit you back.
Yeah, bro, listen. I was talking because I work with some at my other job, you know what I'm saying, besides my trucking shit. I work with some young white boys, right? And we was talking and they said something, and I had to tell them that I remember a world where there was no Snoop Doggy Dogg. They couldn't believe it, bro. Like, I'm telling them, like, no, I remember when a song, they've never heard Deep Cover. They're never, you know what I'm saying? I said, no, I remember when Dr. Dre had some guy rapping on a song for some type of soundtrack and it was Snoop Doggy Dogg. Like, I remember when, what's my motherfucking, I'm like, I remember when it came out. Because the white boy had on a shirt under his uniform with the doggy style. And I knew he didn't know, he only 19. So I'm like, damn, you fuck with doggy style? And he like, what? I'm like,
Yeah, when I'm with my cousin.
no, yeah, right. I'm like, yeah, your shirt, fool. That's the. So I'm like, no, bro. I remember when that didn't exist. I remember.
That's like niggas we rocking Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon shirts. You just bought that shit at Target because you thought it was a pyramid with a rainbow going through.
Right, like what? Like
Dark Side of the Moon.
Like, yeah, you niggas got on Kiss shirts and don't even know that Kiss is a real rock band. Like, what are you talking about, man? So when I sat and thought about remembering a world where was no Snoop Doggy Dogg,
demonic shit,
then thinking about watching Snoop daughter reality show with her getting married, that's an insane amount of time that shit changed. You know what I'm saying? And it's only gonna get worse.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I remember I took my daughter once we was at Target and she wanted to buy a Tupac shirt. And literally at the time she had no, like, she couldn't name me one Tupac song, but she's like, the color go with my dunks. I said, it's not about the dunks. This is me against the world. Like,
right, yeah, like this is actually probably his best work, like his best overall work.
I'm sure it goes with your shoes, but this album right here,
you don't know what it was like to hear Lord Knows, like being a kid thinking you knew what that feeling, what that nigga was feeling, like you felt what he was talking about. You feel it now.
Let me tell you, when Ice Cube dropped Death Certificate and it had all them Farrakhan and all the message to the black man clips in it, nigga, you could not tell me I wasn't gonna grow up and be a 5%er. You couldn't tell me that Ice Cube was not the most dangerous person in my life.
Well, check this out. I'm glad you just mentioned that. So when I look at when I was listening to the Chronic got a bunch of clips and audio clips because this was right around the time of the riots. And they got like some motivational shit that don't got nothing to do with none of them fucking albums, dog. The day that niggas took over in it, but it gave me a feeling like, yeah, they did it. That shit don't have nothing to do with nothing. Like in my brain, I grew up thinking like niggas was fighting back about it. Nigga, doggies. I mean, the Chronic don't have nothing to do with none of all that shit. They want them like for all these little Africans.
Listen, right. And then the song right after that was actually them talking about rioting. Got a VCR in the back of my car that I gave from the cop to swap me. Like
it's so tough because when I'm 10 years old and I hear those words, you know what I'm saying? And this is such an emotional thing. And it's like, oh, that gave me an energy. And then you listen to this music, ingesting these words and phrases and themes, thinking it's on a positive note. Nigga, that shit poison.
Ecstasy, you say it's poison. Like
it's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, poison. And that's crazy. And what's crazy is like we know, and we try to tell motherfuckers. But you know what? It's a group of people in our age range that feel more like us than not. That ain't with the bullshit. And that's what I be cool with. You know what I'm saying? Because the people in our age range that feel like that, or we can agree on more than not agree on, they all raise their kids a certain way to me because they know it's the bullshit. Like, right. So for example, right. So Shelby signed up for somebody fan club, but you know, it's through text message and all that. And she's telling me about it. And I just keep it 100 with her. Hey, babe, that shit not real. You know what I'm saying? That's not them. You feel me? But she like, what you mean it's not them? I'm like, that's called a fan club. Back in the day when we would sign up for a fan club, they would send us letters to our house. I said, that's a mass text message.
Yeah.
Now that you know that that's a mass text message, unsubscribe to that shit because it costs. But but treat it as such. I'm not telling you not to like the person. I'm not telling you none of that. I said, we're trying to build this for you. This is just a leg of their business. And she like, word, a mass text. Because you got to tell them the truth. Now, I told you the truth early. You do what you go do with that. You know what I'm saying? And you have to have a certain level of thinking to even raise your kids like that.
Now, there are, Ryan Leslie started this. Well, he made it popular. I won't say he started it, right? And now he like has one of these services where you can do the mass text messages or whatever. But some people use that differently. You do send something to everybody, you know, they get their daily things, whatever, and people can respond. and the response, not everybody is looking at them responses and responding back. Like, so
Right.
she probably can talk to somebody.
No, right. But and then with the AI stuff, I'm saying, but I'm telling her like this isn't for real. Like
Yeah.
he not sit whoever you signed up for is not sitting down knowing that
Chris
this
Brown
is
ain't
you.
responding back.
Yeah, Chris Brown is not.
Yeah, he don't know like that is you.
Now, LaRussell might be.
Russell might respond back. Yeah.
Not every single one of them, but I might be sending some shit back. Like, oh yeah, that's dope. Or I fuck with that. Or like some niggas really do, but like 99%.
But this is some Disney star, bro. So
JoJo Siwa not responding back.
that's who it is.
I knew that's who it was.
That's who it is. Yeah.
That's not a thing.
That's not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's not a real thing, babe. Like, don't get disappointed and don't buy shit. Don't click no links.
Like, I would love to say, man, nobody told us that when we was listening to this music when we was kids. Yeah, they did. We ain't give a fuck.
Listen,
and them niggas everybody who said it wasn't cool enough to tell me did not, nigga, you old.
Nigga, I knew the music was bad because I had to go with my dad to purchase the shit.
Right.
When I bought Doggy Style, like he had to be at the counter with me to be like, yeah, it's cool.
And
I know
and they
bad.
looked at him. They looked at him to make sure that you know what I'm saying. Like you still.
I remember trying to buy a Ghetto Boys album, and that nigga was not with me. And the nigga at Sam Goody would not let me buy it. I literally had to go get my dad to come back. Like he said, tell the nigga I can buy the Ghetto Boys.
Can you imagine? At that age, could you imagine at some point in life you could have taken out a phone and got him physically on the phone, like on a FaceTime, and have him talk to the person?
Definitely
like
not.
Technology wise is fucking insane, right?
Bro, I remember my dad put us up on all the music, the Bootsy Collins, Prince, Curtis Mayfield, shit like that. And then he went to jail. And when he got out of jail, I'm giving him like an Easy Does It tape. This what we listening to now. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, I used to, every Friday, we used to go to, this how I got put up on bootleg tapes. Because every Friday, we would go to the dollar store, and it would be all these tapes in the cassette tapes. And, you know, if you had the bootleg, it didn't come with the inside. You know what I'm saying? But we wasn't recognizing that at the time. So every Friday, my dad would take us to the dollar store. We would buy all these bootleg rap albums. I'm talking about whatever they had that was rap. We had it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Gas station.
Yeah. And
Joe Rogan Evergreen.
Friday, listen, Friday through Sunday was like a study session or whatever music we bought, bro. That's how I actually started getting up on music, because we was buying bootleg tapes. And then my cousin Black one day picked up one of the tapes, like, man, this a bootleg. This ain't real. And we like, what? He like, cuz if it don't come with the whole fold out in the middle of it, and if it's thin like this ain't real. So then I never bought bootlegs again. We would start going to Sam Goody. Sugar Ray used to work at Sam Goody, bro. Back in the day at Fairlane, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we would go.
One of them little things.
Yeah, you could put the headphone joints on. Yeah,
he had a little kiosk where he was selling this was CD times though, but he'd be selling
mixtape shit.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, no, not today though, not today. First time I heard Shine, if I could start from scratch, I'll song for Def Jam. No, fuck what I'm saying. I was like, this nigga sound just like Big. You feel me? That's the only thing he ever rapped that sounded like Big, by the way.
Yeah, it is too. Yeah, and I think they was actually telling him to do that, and after they heard it, they like, this ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? What's crazy is Manny, who used to be Keisha Cole manager, actually discovered that nigga, dog.
Word.
Yeah, that's when they tell the barbershop story. He went to the barbershop. It was Manny's barbershop, and Manny called Puff. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be too intertwined on some weird shit to me, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, man. Yeah, But
shit, nigga, we gonna be somebody's story. Like, nigga, some nigga gonna say I first heard Nick Varsity on Shop Talk. Like, oh, I can
already.
Yeah.
You
know what I'm saying?
I'm saying that's the evolution, but like because we get to look back at the shit. See, the thing with this generation of rappers, they are dying, so they're not gonna get to look back on the shit and get to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like when we first, like, how was we even hearing about these niggas? How was we in the Metro Detroit area anticipating Shine? That's what I'm saying. Like, word of mouth was crazy. Like Like, how was we anticipating these niggas? Like, straight up, you know what I'm saying?
So
Like,
the same thing. Well,
Street teams.
niggas that get online and tweet some shit, niggas used to pick up the phone. Hey man, you heard such and such, man. That is, hey, listen to this shit over the phone. Listen to this, and like, shit.
bro, you right, because that's how we got put up on the Hot Boys. My cousin Quincy lived in a small town outside of Louisiana, and he like, nigga, we be going to, I mean, outside of New Orleans. He like, nigga, on Sundays we go to the lake. It's this little kid, man. He be riding the expedition, sitting on phone books. They rap, blah blah blah. Then he sent us some of that shit, and it was over from there, bro. It's over from there.
No, I feel the same way. Like my cousin used to send me mixtapes from New York.
Right,
Like I
yeah,
would,
shit like
I
that.
was, I would send that nigga a money order for $25, and he would send me back music. Like a week later, he hit all like the African and Jamaican spots, and it'd be a bunch of rappers like I've never heard of before. I never heard of this Fabulous Sport nigga, but he can really fucking rap. I never heard of this Poster Boy nigga, but like he good.
Poster Boy was cold, boy.
Yeah.
Poster Boy was cold, man.
Check this out though. I think something that we're not currently taking into consideration is time moved a lot slower back then. You feel
Yeah. Yeah, that shit is moving super fast.
You know, everything is instant, right? So they could have been working that record that we figured that we just heard this new shit. I could have been working that record. This might month 4. You feel me? Like
Right.
this month 4. And like when you heard some shit was coming, if I got a new record, well, no, me and my nigga Ryan would go we'll literally go to the bar.
But you're right about that, because I remember going to a music conference in 2000. There was a music conference here in Michigan, and you know we rapping. I'm thinking,
Was it at Cobo Hall? Where was it at?
It might have been in
Cobo, but that was like 0102.
Was Master P down there in 2000? Okay.
No, this wasn't Master P. It was a bunch of music execs, but like they told us it wasn't nobody like that. They told us they was like execs. You know what I'm saying? And you bring your CD down there, you put it in a box, and one of these execs gonna listen to your music because you paid for the conference.
They gonna steal your shit. That's why they got all their music from.
Yeah, so you put your CD in, and they let like a couple niggas perform.
Yeah.
And I remember they gave us a demo of Nelly. And some of the songs that was like on the album, because I had this demo up until about 3 years ago. Some of the songs that was on the album was on like this little promotional CD of this nigga named Nelly. And it just sounded, like I wasn't up on regional shit like a nigga from St. Louis, he sounded like a joke. So I just wasn't on that shit. But like it was a lot of that country grammar shit was on this.
They said he
promos.
They said it worked out for years.
Like 6 years.
Yeah.
Like 5 or 6 years they worked that one song before it blew up.
Yeah, and if you listen to that song, he talking that shit. I'm going down, down, baby. Yo Street in the Range Rover, street sweeper cock.
Ready to let it go.
Let it go.
Talking about drive-by.
Right.
Did he say boom, 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 boom?
Yeah. Like
drive-by, dog.
You know why he talking about a drive-by? Because on Cube summer vacation, we go head to St. Louis. That's cool because nobody knew it. So we just hearing the evolution of what Cube and them did.
But it be like that for sure. So I listened to J. Cole's audio series that he released recently, right? And it was 10 episodes. It was $10, but I did it, and he basically went through like the start of his career all the way up to Forest Hills Drive, and some of them records that he had on his first album, them was on his very first demo, like 6 and 7 years earlier before. Like he made some of that shit in his room. Some of the shit that he ended up blending Lights Please. He was trying to save that, but he let somebody hear it. And that the song that Jay heard the first time was like, I want to meet this kid. After I gave you a CD and you was like, no, don't give me that shit, nigga. I don't want that shit. Give it one of these niggas. But like, that's one of the songs. And it's like 5 years later when that song is actually a single. But like, I didn't have that shit for years.
But see,
like,
that's how it used to be. You used to be working your demo. Me and Antoine had 3 songs that we had one song that for sure when we went anywhere we did, and it was called Twin Soldiers. And the last verse, what used to get niggas is because we used to go back and forth, and I said the word tremendous and the way I rhymed it, and then Antoine came right behind it. When we got to that part, if the crowd ain't go wild, we ain't do good. You know what I'm saying? So you used to just work these couple songs, and now you will hear a nigga say, I got 1,000 songs. No, bro, you got one song 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? That's what it be, bro. Like niggas be having one song 1,000 times. Like the craft is Pootie Tang, man. That's the best way to describe it, man. It's Pootie Tang, bro. Like straight up. Like think about this. We was laughing because they said Jello got the song of 2025 already, bro. We were 4 days. It's 2000.
Which made it a real statement though.
Yeah.
And last week it was the number 12 streaming rap song in the world.
Yeah. And
that's often, you know.
But that's the
12 streaming rap song in the world.
That sound insane that we were 4 days in and they say this is the song of we don't know who about to drop a song. We don't know what's locked and loaded.
That was the joke. That was the part. And that was the truth. Like, nigga, this is song here now. I mean,
yeah.
But the crazy thing about rap is like every year we find some nigga that we have never heard of ever in life, and he come out of nowhere with a banger, or like this the.
But see,
like,
this not the case for that because they actually are putting in the work. Like all they did is crack the algorithm from putting in the work and shit gaining traction, and they like, bro, this shit be formulated out like he knew that he had a hit because he dropped it at a certain time on January 2nd. It was perfect for the internet type of shit.
This shit is it's a happenstance, just how Hot Nigga blew up by happenstance, right? That shit blew up because niggas was making fun that he threw his hat in the air and it never came down, right? So everybody kept posting that shit over and over, making fun of it, but they was like, yo, this shit kind of catchy. And then they started doing the dance, right? So
hey fellas, I gotta let y'all go, man. Y'all have a good rest of the stream. Shout out to the Power Hour. Shout out to my partner Jay Johnson. Shout out to our podcast, Dame Going Wild. Watching Mama's Booty Hole because Dame out on the street. So holla at y'all, man.
That was a wild statement.
Yeah, want to give a whole fucking
that was a wild goodbye, but see you later, bro.
So look, niggas thought that shit was so he released it, right? And somebody was fucking around playing on live, and they went up to LiAngelo Ball and recorded himself saying it behind him. Like when they was on the bench, he was like in the first or second row, and they put that on the internet. And when the niggas start hearing it, they want to be like, oh shit. You know, some of the funny niggas put on like a Lloyd Banks, old Lloyd Banks. It was making fun of it, and it was funny. Like, let's make fun of him. This sound like an early 2000, and you kept making a joke over it, and everybody kept posting and posting. It was like, I found myself singing that shit. Like, oh shit, this actually, y'all was trying to make fun of me, or y'all was making fun
it's
of
enough to stick,
but it stuck.
It's enough to stick. Like it ain't like it's. You know, a lot of music today, anyway, in hindsight, like it samples of songs that we were there for in the beginning.
Yeah.
So like that's a crazy problem with me because it's fusing errors together that I'm still alive for. Like
think about this. Cause I see it now, but like all of Puffy, all that shit was early 90s, and it was songs from the 80s.
But so was Dr. Dre. That's what I was about to say. But the thing is,
wasn't that much time.
But we weren't there for that. You know what I'm saying?
But so older people was like, y'all just using our music. Yeah. It was like, man, whatever. I ain't never heard that shit before.
Right. So that's why, to me, a nigga like Hitmaker is an exceptional producer. I think he is a producer that goes and gets the beat makers. That's what I think about him. Like because he's just being Puff to me in a sense of how he's creating the music. Like when you hear that Hitmaker, you about to hear an old school 90s sample, which is really an old school 80s sample. So we know it worked. But since we were there for the 90s and we like, damn man, like they fusing too much. I don't want to hear certain niggas knucking if you bucking. Because I remember Nuck If You Buck. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm listening to so I don't know. It was this crib that was on that's in Detroit on the west side. It's like $260,000 or something. It's a 9-bedroom crib.
And everybody that.
Did you hear the music that was playing?
No, matter of fact, that's what I'm about to say. Every time it crosses my timeline, I watch it more than I listen to it because I don't be having the headphones in.
It's an old Marvin Gaye sample and shit, right? You'll hear the song, you'll be like, all right, hear it. But when I'm listening to it, because I watched the whole video and I listened to the whole entire song, I'm like, oh shit, this nigga Kanye sampled this song on Spaceships. Like, if manager insults me again, I will be. But it's like, it's certain pieces in the song. I'm like, where do I know that part from? And then a couple more, like, oh shit. So Kanye he probably took half a second. You know what I'm saying? Just a melody.
But I
was like, oh shit. But like, I would have never known that. So somebody probably heard Kanye West Spaceships, which is on his first album, was like, I don't want to hear a nigga talking about he about to quit his job over a song that's about love.
Right. Yeah. No, so no, I get it. I totally get it. But I'm saying by us because again, a lot of our generation got kids that's in the other generations that's adults though. like you know what I'm saying? So it's like we are the first generation of the kids and the parents listening to the same music.
Oh, look, this the first time. This the first time I ever noticed this shit. This was on Fabulous album in 2014. So this was 11 years.
Yeah, 11 years ago.
11 years ago. Let me see. On present, share screen. All right. Oh, I gotta share tab. Boom. This song right here, and you're gonna know exactly what it is.
I can't hear it. I see the video, but I can't hear the audio.
Oh, you can hear it?
I could at first, and then the audio just cut out.
So Fabulous and Chris Brown got a song called "She Wildin'," and it's Uchi Wally.
Right, but that's what I'm about to say. I heard that first little part, and it's the house party thing. That's what I'm saying. Y'all just mashing to air with Chris Brown. Don't know shit about no house party.
In 2014, I'm like, nigga, Uchi Wally. What? Wait a minute.
Right, that was it.
That was like 03.
Right, yeah.
That was only 10 years ago. But like,
that'd be more the producer. Because you know what I was conspiracy theorying about the other day that nobody ever really thought about, that I thought about probably. Well, I don't know if somebody thought about it. But you know how Pac kept saying that Biggie stole his style or whatever, and that Ready to Die sounded like the first Me Against the World and all of that? That was an Easy Mo B issue, bro. Not a Biggie issue, because that's who was producing it, bro. Easy
Mo B did a couple beats, but he didn't do his whole album. But he said his issue was I let Biggie hear my whole album, and then I had to change it because Ready to Die sounded exactly like it. So All Eyes on Me didn't sound nothing like didn't sound anything like Me Against the World. One, because I just got a prison too.
And I'm angry. Now I'm angry, Tupac. Yeah. I was yeah.
But like they do sound very similar.
No. Ready to Die. No, not Ready to Die. Life After Death is literally All Eyes on Me as well. Like if you listen to if you listen to those track for track, me and Antoine have done it 1,000 times. Like, bro, this is the exact same. And the crazy part is Pac or Big never got to hear Life After Death. But that was you know what I'm saying? But Pac and Big got to hear All Eyes on Me. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the songs I skip on one is equivalent to the songs I skip on the other, bro. What'd you say?
Don't ever skip a Tupac song.
I skip both of them because I ain't gonna listen. What I'm not gonna hold you up and tell you. Guess what? I never really heard A Story to Tell. When he talked,
one of my favorite songs ever. I will recite that shit from the right now. Man, I got a story to tell. Even let all the motherfucking hoes for you.
Listen, I never the very first time I heard that song I just didn't like where it fit in on the album. Like I felt like that. I felt like that should have been sequenced so much higher for the way the album was going, bro. That song was the only song I felt was like extremely
right
out of sequence.
It was like right after Niggas Bleed, right? So Niggas Bleed just like us. Niggas
It's my favorite song. That's my favorite Biggie song, hands down.
A movie in your brain. Right?
Yeah.
And then I follow that up with another movie because like I can see everything that's happening and I got a story to tell. Like I know what the bedroom looked like. I know what the nigga looked like, the snapsack, like it's playing out.
So I will revisit it, but
Man.
that's why. Listen, but that is why I felt like that about it because it was right after niggas, bro. I can't imagine. I can't even listen to Niggas Bleed Just Like Us without taking it back. I'm gonna take it back 3 times, but I'm never sure where I'm gonna take it back at. Like I don't know how far I'm gonna get. Sometimes I don't even get out the first verse. Like, but I know I'm taking that bitch back 3. I'm listening to that when we get off the phone.
Nigga, in 9th grade, nigga, me, a nigga named Lushan, and a nigga named Maurice, we would walk through the halls of Cass Tech every day, walking out the building, singing that shit word for word. Man, that was my shit. It still is my shit. I want to shoot a video to that song.
That they should have did when Irv Gotti was doing that Tales. That is a song that you do a Tales on, like because I liked it.
I was so frustrated when Irv Gotti came out with that shit because if I'm not mistaken, I think he might even tried it and it was trash. But like that idea is so good to me and it was in my brain. And you know, I think ideas are living and breathing things. So like when you don't use it, it wants to be birthed, so it'll leave you
and go somewhere else. Yeah.
Like, oh shit, this idea just hit me because that idea wants to be born. And the last nigga who had the idea didn't get that shit out, so it left him and went somewhere else. And you know, but I want to shoot a video or just a short story, whatever the case, and I'm going to do it because why not?
Because you got all the equipment.
Yeah, I always want to do a video for
Puff in jail. He can't stop you.
For Rewind. Nas Rewind. Like,
to me, Nas Rewind is the best storytelling song in the history of rap music. Like it's no, and nobody's ever tried to duplicate trying to do that. Like that.
Well, The Game did a Rewind Part 2. Yeah. It wasn't bad, but I mean it can't be there. But he called it Rewind Part 2, and he used a sample of the same type of beat, and he rapped it. No one can do that shit. Nas was talking about the song. They asked him about this. He said that's one of the easiest songs he did. He did it really quickly. I'm like, nigga, I need
what really quickly?
Rewind. He said that's just one of the easiest songs he did. I'm like, no, nigga, I need a much more detailed. I need something different. Like this can't be easy for you, dog. I need you to tell me.
Listen. I remember. Somehow I acquired the bootleg of the what was it? Still Natural. What's the name of the album? The whole album. Stillmatic, right? So we get the bootleg and we rush just to hear the whatchamacallit.
Bootleg had a dog's barking in one of them songs.
Yeah, I had a real bootleg. Like this came from New York somehow. Like
I didn't realize that I didn't have the original version for a long time because my version of I can't think of the name of the song. It had dogs barking in it, and I thought it was a part of the regular beat. And when I actually listened to the physical CD, because I had downloaded that shit off Napster or some shit like that, but when I listened to the physical CD, I'm like, yo, ain't no fucking dogs in this
barking at. Yeah. So it must have been Jungle Dog in the studio, or maybe Wiz. You know what I'm saying?
Whoever did the joint, he added in like on beat or whatever. It was like, anyway, it don't fucking matter.
So, you know, everybody was, because Ether was the target. So we rushed in to listen to Ether. But then my homeboy, he was a Nas fan. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't a huge Nas. I like the album that I like from Nas. Everybody act like the wackest shit ever. Is it Nostradamus or what is it?
Nostradamus. Niggas don't like Nostradamus.
Okay, yeah. So I like a lot of shit off of Nostradamus because Scarface was on Nostradamus, right? Is that the one?
No, that was on I Am.
Okay, well I like I Am the most. But anyway, my man's is a Nas fan. So we getting high in the crib and shit. And he like, oh no, dog, let's listen to the whole album from the beginning to end. We not gonna skip no song. So I'm like, look, Jay. I'm like, the whole album, like, like you know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute, nigga. Bro.
I'm going through these CDs trying to find this still.
Hey, when that Rewind came on, everybody was in the room, and you could see the confusion on niggas' faces. We wasn't sure if we heard the way, if that's what we heard. So my man was like, I know I said we was gonna listen straight through, but we gotta take that back. It was my nigga Hollow, my nigga Marcel. He like, no, we got dog. The first time I heard that, like my mind was blown, and I was super. I couldn't believe it, bro.
One of the most creative rap songs that's
ever, and that's the best storytelling song in the history of rap. And I'm a big Slick Rick, children's story. You know, that was my favorite video. I used to stay up and watch that video.
I was just playing that song for somebody in the car, a girl in the car, because you know, you be trying to explain why this shit is so dope. Like listen to this song. I'm like, they don't get it. You feel me? But I wasn't a giant. I'm a Nas fan, right? I wasn't always a Nas fan. I thought it was over for Nas after Super Ugly. I'm not Super Ugly. After Takeover, which is
really a Prodigy diss. Takeover is not actually a Nas diss. It's a Prodigy diss. He's getting that P
for two verses. He got that P. By the way,
yeah.
Regardless, right? Regardless. I mean, we went to my girlfriend at the time and her family. We went to Cincinnati. We went to whatever them theme parks out there and shit, or whatever. And we listening to that shit, and it's like when we like that's so lame. Like they making fun. He is making fun of Nas on this record. You know what I'm saying? I never thought that Nas only had one good album out of his first 4. That's crazy because his first 3 was Illmatic, I Am, and fucking
Nostradamus.
Nostradamus number 4. Fucking with Street Dreams on there. I can't think of the name right now.
Macho say I Am made him a Nas fan. So what was it? So what was the first 3?
Illmatic. Damn, what the fuck is
I Am?
I Am is number 3. My brain is let me type this shit in.
Because Nostradamus was in 2000, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, Nostradamus, he released 2 albums in 1999.
Okay. That's what it is.
It was Illmatic. It was written. I Am. Then came Nostradamus. Niggas didn't like Nostradamus. He released it like 6 months after I Am, and then after that, it was Stillmatic.
This is actually a hell of a run, dog.
It's a hell of a run. And Jay-Z said he had one hot album. I'm like, everybody, no one thought his first 3. Like, I never understood that. So when Migos was like, people who like to change history and say Nas was making jokes and Jay was spitting facts. Like, who the fuck didn't like Nas' first 3 albums?
Yeah, like if you was a Nas fan, you loved them first 3 albums. Like you felt a way about one of what. So is it
his biggest record with him and Lauryn Hill was on the second album.
Right. Yeah. So right. Okay. Yeah. See, that's what I'm doing. I'm actually fusing 2 albums together. That's where I was just getting stuck at. But even with like because now that you can see the date that this shit came back when you on your Apple Music or whatever, I'm like, yo, what the fuck was we doing because I ain't the only one. How did we think that we could relate to Scarface when you 10 years old and you listening to the fucking Ghetto Boys? Like, we not relating to Scarface. We're idolizing Scarface and turning ourselves into that. Like, because Scarface actually has some serious mental issues.
I related with Bushwick Bill because I was short.
He looked like a kid. Yeah.
I was short and had braids before braids was like cool. You feel me? I
had braids, so I had the little ugly twist and all that. Like, so hey, listen, my nigga, I used to go hoop and basketball. I was a basketball star in like 5th and 6th grade. I got trophies and shit. And nigga, I'll be out there hooping listen.
Everybody got trophies.
No, these weren't participation. You had to earn these. I had to make a basketball team. You feel what I'm saying? No, I'm not saying you. I'm niggas our age. Niggas our age.
Look, your energy changed like shit. I was a basketball star.
But listen though, I'm out there hooping with pump waves and shit, my nigga. So I've been fucking. And what's even crazier to me is that my mom would do that knowing I was about to go sweat that out. That's love to me because you know.
Pump waves.
Pump waves, nigga. Straight up. I ain't lying. Nigga, finger waves, all that. So I said that to say I wasn't afraid to play with the air. Pump waves, my nigga.
Slacks, nigga. Like,
hey, pump waves, my nigga. So when I'm looking at the dates on like think about like when what you saying about the Chronic is absolutely right. We thought that nigga was spitting that shit. I'm willing to die for this young African. We like, hell yeah, his niggas out here willing to die for us. Then you find out these niggas is gang banging lunatics who just killed, who just smoked 4 Africans.
Niggas, shout out to all the West Coast people, but your niggas is serial killers, dog.
At a young age.
By definition, y'all serial killers, man. You kill everybody wearing red in a certain neighborhood and a certain demographic. You are a serial killer.
Yes, and you normally do it by you have a method. The gun is an actual method. Like you identify like so for those of y'all who don't know in internet land, once you do something 3 times murder wise and it's the exact same pattern, you are now a serial killer by definition. And that's what and that's actually how they find you. Like some niggas even serial killers to the point that they only use Rugers. They only do this, so you're a serial killer. Like Chicago is full of serial killers.
That one nigga they was saying rest in peace too. That nigga was
a New Orleans
serial killer.
Listen, New Orleans, the home of young serial killers. We listening to Soulja Slim and all of them. When we 18, 19, 20 years old, listen to these niggas is 23, 24, 25. They're serial killers. There's documentaries about them.
You put me up on Crown Court TV.
Oh my God.
Where they just read the transcripts of these cases and like Louisiana, New Orleans and shit. Like I'm talking about dog, these 13 and 14-year-olds is waking up in the morning, killing 2 or 3 people, and then
going to school. And going to school.
I'm like, yo, this shit reads like it's a movie or like this is some scripted drama. And like, this is just a court transcript.
Hey, listen, I'm happy you said something about that because we was listening to that in like 2020, right? Dog about to get out of jail. Like some of them niggas who was on that case who are serial killers are eligible for parole in like 2026. It seems so far away then. When we was listening to it, but yeah, that's also a testament of if you an artist or you a comedian or something and somebody book you, you shouldn't be hanging out with the person who booked you because you never know what they into. Because during that court case, they brung up some rappers' names because they booked them and it's footage. I used to go to the internet and find the footage and listen to the rap music and all of that. Like, oh, I would like, I'm not letting you get on the bus because you booked me because turns out actually you're a serial killer and now my name reads in your indictment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm associated with known drug or known gang members now and shit.
Yeah, like what? Just because I do comedy or I rap, like this entertainment is shiesty, man.
Niggas will also book you and
book you. Yeah, like word to E40 because that's who put. I love that story about Big and them. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be playing with some niggas, you can't be mentioning some niggas. You know what I'm saying? Now that's the norm. Yeah. That's the standard. You got to be leery of, you know what I'm saying? But
man, it's wild times, man. Some of that music and shit we was listening to. I didn't like Nas when I was younger because he said he went to jail for snuffing Jesus. And I'm like, nope. You know, I was 12 at the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how I grew up. Nigga, you did what?
Like you just was talking about how you was the usher, child usher. Yeah,
like, Jesus. No, this nigga slacking. This nigga evil. He's sacrilegious. You feel me? Like you can't.
And then on the flip side of that, I grew up listening to Esham. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Nodis, Life After Death.
He switched his name to Nodis. I'm like, nah.
So Nodis was technically the group. That was Esham, TNT, and Mastermind. But okay, so
it was backwards for Satan.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. But I'm 10 years old. That came out in 1992. I'm listening to that today. Like, yo, bro, I had to be a lunatic listening to this. Like, this is shaping me on a whole nother like level. Like, listen, bro. I remember going to the store buying ICP Carnival of Carnage because of the clown on it too.
Never come an ICP though.
Bro, you open it, it's the blue tape. It was 2 features on that album. The last song on one side had Esham, the last song on the other side had Kid Rock. You know what I'm saying? Beverly Kills 50187. Like what? Like,
but the like Eminem, you ain't seen a fucking mile roll south of 10.
But
Yo,
shit, hey,
them-
them hardcore Southwest white boys mixed with Taylor type of shit. Like, you know that they like, because to me, Southwest somehow connect with Taylor, like the downriver area. Like,
River.
yeah, it's always some Taylor white boys in Southwest, which means the Southwest white boys come to Taylor.
I used to stay in Taylor for a hot second, couple years. You know,
Yeah, that Taylor in junior high is actually where like I was introduced to like other color of people gang banging. Like it was the Spanish gangster disciples, and niggas was like Cobras, and all of the white boys who was involved with gang banging used to hang out in Southwest.
It's really lame though when you think about it. Like when gangs are from a different country or a different set, and you repping a street that you've never
heard. Yeah, you're never gonna be on. Like,
and you ready to take out the op over a beef that happened 70 years ago in a state you've never been to. Niggas in, I'm not a gang expert, you feel me? But y'all, some people don't even know how this started, but you were part of it. And because I mean, some of it is like y'all born in this neighborhood. It is what it is. But like,
yeah, see, I'm more with neighborhood. Like I hate when out of state gangs are planted in other places and still abide by those out of state gangs. So if we got blue rags, okay, we got blue rags, but I don't have to have a blue rag and be from a set in California and I'm banging against another Crip set in Inkster that's from California and they don't like each other. But I actually know this nigga from the other Crip set and I know his family. Like
also, like, so in real life, how the reason that like you got gangs from California in different parts of the world is because once crack came in, I sent my niggas out there to sell drugs in that community. And then once they got out there, they made everybody who sold the drugs with us for protection be a part of the gang. So what you're really saying is when you got in New Jersey, when you have a Crip set from LA in New Jersey, you were just really over here distributing and destroying your neighborhood.
Yeah. Because it was more money. Hey, Macho said that he was scared of each other.
Nigga ain't alone.
Right, that's what I'm about to say. Like,
somebody went to a trans listening. We was all, like in real life, I can admit that we've all been in the trance listening to some of this music, man. And we went out and
did stupid shit. Yeah,
so when I used to so I told y'all I was at church the whole 9 yards. But when I got older and I had like my own car and I can go on my own, I started showing up at like 12 o'clock or when the preaching was about to start. Or 11:30, 11:45, or whatever. And I'm like, and my mom was like, what do you think you're doing? I'm like, well, I don't want to be here for just for all the singing and stuff. I just come for the message that I can do. She was like, you got to stay for praise and worship. I'm like, why? She was like, because all these songs and other stuff like that, you are preparing your body to receive the message. And she told me that when I was younger, and I followed suit. But then when I started thinking about it as I got older, if you're on a date night with your lady, y'all leave from dinner, you get in the car, you put on some slow music because you're setting the scene, ready to receive a particular type of energy when y'all get to the crib or when y'all going there or whatever. You out with the homies and shit, y'all about to go to the club and y'all drinking. Y'all got back in the day, Lil Jon, the East Side Boys on, whatever, because you turning up. You are basically, that music is about to get you ready.
It's putting you in, is the precursor to the trance.
Yeah.
So you could receive
receive a message or whatever. So like when I'm 9 and we 10 years old, we listen to a certain type of music, it put us in a trance to receive a certain type of message. And we did receive those messages, and because we all did some crazy things in our well, not all.
Everybody did something that could be perceived as crazy in their wheelhouse.
Yeah, that's for sure. We did the pregame, you know what I'm saying? So some of the music that we've been listening to, it's crazy now. As an adult, you can look back and like, yo, all the quote unquote old folks was telling the truth. Now, knowing what we know now, seeing that you're a father, you got a young daughter. Does she have a cell phone?
Man, that's actually a problem. She got a cell phone and an iPad. I just told her today, like, yo, starting tomorrow, you only get an hour on either one. You know what I'm saying? Now, the cell phone, I let her take to school and stuff for obvious reasons. Like, they don't want them to have phones in school. But if something going on in this bitch, just if you call me during school hours, you don't even have to say nothing. I know something's wrong. I'm on my way. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how.
I don't want her to have either one of those though. Like, not like
your Apple Watch.
Huh?
Get her Apple Watch with cellular on it, so she can call you. You can check her location, but she don't got no phone.
Yeah, because the like an 8-year-old in 2025 is actually 16, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I seen I was doing some react videos and some pop the balloon shit last night, and a nigga on there, he was from Atlanta. He gave an answer, and I was like, "Oh, that's wild as hell." And he said, "How old are you?" or some shit. And or they was like, are you a city boy? And he was like, I'm from the city. He was like, no. Are you a city boy? Like you be out and about? He was like, no, I'm kind of finished with that lifestyle. He's like, I've been 21 since I was 15. And I was like, oh shit. I understand that like a motherfucker and shit.
Yeah.
Some people be off the porch early.
So like right now, I feel like damn, I'm an old schooler and a newcomer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been so grown, like, and I don't want that for my daughter, bro. No way, shape, or form. Like, and I tell her that all the time. Like because I tell her who I am. So if she asks me, I'm gonna tell her. But like, I'm like, yo, no fucking way. Hey, you never have to leave the house. like you not until you're good and ready. Like, there's no pressure on you to do anything outside of be ready. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be honest with you, you're not ready. Now, you might be 21 and be ready and cool. You can always come back, but you don't have to leave. You don't gotta do none of that, because I know that you fucking yourself over doing that. You don't gotta struggle to prove to nothing or nobody what you are. Like, that's the dumbest shit ever. So that's A. B is the technology is so crazy, bro. Like, damn, like, you can be a kid. Like you can be a kid, and it's cool to be a kid. And you know how I know? I didn't get to be a kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know why I grew up so fast. Like, when in the grand scheme of thing, I had great parents, I had freedom, I had all of that. But that's what it actually was, I think, though, the actual freedom.
Through knowing y'all for a long time, I understand exactly how y'all turned out the way they tried, and y'all turned out to be good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just was a crazy route. Yeah,
the earlier years in y'all life was so wild. You know what I'm saying? Because of how shit shaped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which ain't nobody's fault. Like, that's just you know what I'm saying? And when I look at that, I'm like, yo, you get to be a kid so much, because I want you to be a kid that you don't even understand it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got the phone and all the iPads and shit because that's what kids get, because I want you to be a kid. But now I'm looking at it like,
what kind of, I'm thinking, I'll say this out loud to myself. I'm thinking, like, I wonder what kind of child I would have been if I have access to this level of technology.
That's the problem. That's what I think about all the time, because I'm like, damn, I was hella sharp. I already was learning shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, like, I used to watch Dolomite with my pops and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so I watch what I watch with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, my favorite shit ain't gonna be your favorite shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, because hands down, Dead Presidents is my favorite movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm watching Dead Presidents wherever it come on, wherever it's set. If I can start it over, I will. Like, if I, like, you know what I'm saying? But so I'm gonna watch Dead Presidents, and one day
I think Dead Presidents, I'm like that with Dead Presidents, and I'm like that with Full Metal Jacket. And I see them as like the same movie.
I'm like that with Forrest Gump and Dead Presidents.
And Dead Presidents, and have you ever seen Full Metal Jacket?
I seen it, but it's like it didn't resonate with me as I see that it resonated with a lot of other people. But
it's the same movie, because the first half of the movie is that army infantry shit, and then the second half of the movie is something different. You know what I'm saying? Well, in Full Metal Jacket, the first part of it is just the basic training and everything, and then it got to like the war shit. And then Dead Presidents, it's the war shit, and then coming home. I love that movie like with a fucking passion. You know?
But like, so to me, Dead Presidents, right? The reason I love that movie so much is because that movie properly blended all of those aspects of life together where you could actually relate to being either one, right? So you could see yourself being Anthony, figuring out his own path. You could see yourself now that we older being a Cuddy type of nigga to somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could
Like,
see
nigga, this like nigga, this, you my girl. This your ex, nigga. This weak ass nigga, man. This no money having ass nigga. Hey man, listen, I took care of your girl while she was gone. Hey man, go
Hey,
back.
you do know why Cuddy did that to Anthony when he put the pistol on him and put it in his mouth, right? You do know why he did that.
Explain.
He did that to Anthony because what Anthony ended up doing to Terrence Howard. Because you do remember when Terrence Howard, right before Anthony beat his ass, he said, "Yeah, my boss man Cuddy, the baddest nigga this side of Nicky Barnes." And then that's when Anthony got his get back. And then right after that is when Cuddy did that to Anthony. Because if we talking looking at it from a real life perspective, next time when Cuddy see fucking I hated Terrence Howard for a long time. Like as a person,
plays a very convincing back.
Yeah, like I did not like him. But in real life, if that was our real life, Cuddy would have seen Terrence Howard character, Cowboy was his actual name in the movie. Like, what the fuck happened to you? Oh, that nigga who bit you was fucking did this, blah blah blah. And not knowing that he did that because what you did to him when he was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I said all that to say, like, you don't gotta watch Dead Presidents with me because that's too grown for you. You know what I'm saying? Like one of my favorite memories of my Uncle Terry, R.I.P., is he took all of us, all the kids in the family, to see New Jack City at the theater.
Man, it be some movies that I'll be surprised that my parents took me to go see. Like, I watched Boys in the Hood and Terminator 2 with my mom and my dad in the drive-in.
I remember you saying, and that's a crazy combination to have in the drive-in.
So I'm like, I wonder what they was there for. Was it the Terminator or was it
Boys in the Hood?
Because it don't match with of who I think my parents are. You feel me?
Right, yeah.
Terminator kind of, but like Boys in the Hood. Like my mom took me to see Friday.
That sounds insane, bro.
It is, right? But she was working at the radio station, so she
right, but still, like yeah.
Took me, if I'm not mistaken, me and my cousin Garrett to see Friday, which is like.
But you know what?
Friday came out in 95, so that makes me 13 though.
Right, but you know what though? I could say about like going to see Friday. So and Boys in the Hood. These were considered black movies, and black movies were such a rarity that it attracted just a black audience. Like you know what I'm saying? So, and with the Terminator 2, I could actually see your parents maybe want to see that because it was Terminator 2. Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger was a thing. Like when we was watching Terminator 2, none of us had really for real seen Terminator. That Terminator 2 is actually Terminator 1 to us because
I don't remember I've seen Terminator, but I don't remember it. Low-key, I don't remember which one I saw first.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Terminator 1, I mean, actually Terminator 2 was so far along as a sequel from Terminator 1. Like Terminator 1 was like in the early 80s or some shit.
Jarrell said technology forces parents and adults to have conversations with their children earlier. And
that's
I don't
truth,
know,
bro. That
could be good and bad.
Yeah, but it's just too early. It's not good or bad, bro. It's just too early because like now that I think back, both my parents were always super honest with me. You know what I'm saying? And my level of honesty just with people, I don't know how not to be honest. And it might be brutally honest to some people because they're not used to. I'm not coddling. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not coddling. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I mean, I got a bunch of thoughts and opinions on what I would do, but I'm not a parent yet. You feel me? So like,
but you are, man, because you've helped parent kids along your journey. You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at it, like you've helped parent kids along your journey. So you just don't. You're not a biological parent. You know what I'm saying? You're not a biological parent. Like
way to think of it.
Like I got little cousins and shit that's in their 30s and shit, and like I be looking at them like, yo, bro, I used to be 9-10 years old giving you breathing treatments. Like, what in the entire fuck? Like you feel what now you got kids older than my kids. And I used to, you know what I'm saying?
So like I mean, it's a mixture, right? So some things I use discernment, and then some things I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth as much as I think you can handle, because some of it shit. Because like, if I don't think that once I tell you the truth, I think you're gonna take the wrong thing out of it, I'm not telling you that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because, like, you may look at me,
and see, the truth and honesty are two different things.
So this is one thing my brother had told me one time. He was like, he was talking to my nephew, and he said he said something like, I bet Uncle Jay got the mag on him right now. And I was like, I wonder what he think about that. Like, because I do always have one on me, but like,
how do you see that? How do you envision, how do you internalize that? Like,
yeah, it made me think like, I don't know if that's good or bad or what have you, but like, we are 100% a Second Amendment family, you know.
Right, but you see what I mean? The truth and honesty are two different things. You know,
for me,
my
father, he open carries with like his holster on the
old school, like a cowboy.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll be like, Dad, don't do that. You feel me? Boy, young, like nigga, you going in the gas station? And
yeah,
like,
these young niggas are trying to take that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Don't do that. You know.
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie to you though. I like. Before I shoot a nigga, man, I probably don't want to hit you with the knife work, man. You know what I'm saying? Just because I carry a knife and all that, like, you know what I'm saying?
Knife every day.
Yeah, I got a pocket knife, and my shit a real pocket knife. That bitch sharp. You got to be careful with this bitch. And
I don't even know where that comes from, because it's not because I want to go do like I've always had a pocket knife.
Me too.
My father even gave me knives when we was like,
bro, my first real time getting in trouble is I was in 5th grade. My granddaddy, I had a knife to work in a garden, and he used to sharpen them bitches on that thing. You know what I'm saying? So this bitch is sharp, and I put that bitch to a white boy neck, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
you probably should have got in trouble for that, my nigga.
100%. I'm not saying, but I used to open shit with that bitch. Like, I used to use that bitch. Like, to this day, I'll pull my knife out and open a package with that bitch, like, or do something that.
I'm gonna say, what's my knife at right now, nigga? I've always got, I bought a bunch of different knives. Shout out to James. James got me a knife, man. A knife. He got me a motherfucking cold ass MMP knife. That motherfucker.
Yeah, nigga, bro. What's about to say? I was actually just knife shopping on the internet at Dunham's, like seeing like, and Smith and Wesson got some cold knives, but I was looking for a certain type of knife.
Nigga. The motherfucker like an AR. That bitch.
But I was looking for a certain style of knife. It was more to hang up on the wall, but it's still a knife. You know what I'm saying? One of them. Something like I'm probably gonna have to go to an independent. Like,
I'm at the gun shop the other day, probably a couple months ago, actually, and I'm looking at these knives. I'm like, it's little knives about this big. It's like $260, $270. I'm like, why is this knife like so expensive? And he showed me and how it was popping in, popping out. He's like, you can do this shit 30,000 times before it. I'm like, man, and the knife cold. He was like, technically this one illegal because it's the blade on both sides.
Oh,
yeah. Like the blade on both sides, but he was like, no one's ever gonna do it. I'm like, oh, that's super cool. I'm in the knives, I'm in the guns, whatever. But when he had made that comment a while ago, I was like, damn, I wonder what that means
to him. Yeah, like because it's the same thing with my daughter. Like, my daughter, she know I'm strapped, like, you know what I'm saying. And one day she said something, and I'm like, oh no, just because you got a gun don't mean you gonna make it out. I just told her the truth. Like, I had friends that died with their guns in their hand. Like, just because you got it, I said this is just a level of defense. Like, this is this is our level of defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, if first of all, I don't want to shoot or harm. I don't want to shoot nobody. You know what I'm saying? I definitely don't want to shoot anyone black. You know what I'm saying? That matters though. You know what I'm saying?
You quite literally be a statistic if you shot somebody black.
Exactly. So I definitely I don't like see me and my wife couldn't have had that white man on his knees in the gas station with guns pointed at him, because my gun's not coming out in the public if I'm not I'm not just pulling my gun. When that bitch come out, it's before you even know it's out. It's you done heard the shot.
Like, so, your life is supposed to be in danger. Also, if you didn't pull your gun, that means somebody else probably got a gun. And so
yeah.
When you're dealing with guns, as if you're not gonna get shot,
Yeah, like this don't protect you from getting shot. This don't.
Somebody's gonna shoot back at you.
Yeah, this ain't if because this is not a toy. Like, and that is, I would have had to ask my nephew, like, well, what do that mean to you, bro? Like, you feel what I'm saying? And the reason I would have had to ask him, because that's either he has a level of fear for that, or he has a level of excitement for that, and both of them either one of them needs to be discussed.
Like where that's at, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like I told you, bro, I was at the range one time, and I'm the last one from the corner. I really love to get the corner, because you could the far corner, because you can see what the fuck going on, because the range get tricky sometimes. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at this particular and I'm in Taylor at the time. I'm at the last one right before the corner. So it's a white. I see the white dude in the corner, right? You know what I'm saying? Because he's kind of overweight. Because I always look over to see who next to me and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? As any responsible gun. But anyway, I'm hearing boom, boom. So I'm like, damn, that sounds like this nigga busting a Des E or something. You know what I'm saying? Like this big 357 energy type of shit. Like, and he looked like one of them ones. Well, what I didn't see is he was kind of standing back, because the person in front of him was shooting, and the person in front of him who was shooting that big motherfucker, and he's holding on to them, you know what I'm saying? It's like his 6-7-year-old daughter. So she's growing up busting the highest caliber of pistols, and she's doing it so young. By the time she turns 17, 18, 21, and she shoot one of you niggas, because y'all ain't gonna believe it, she's been doing this 10 years. And that's when I said, I got to make sure my daughter got that skill. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really a little girl. She really spending time with it. Like I had internalized it in my body and in my head how it made sense.
I wish that we could change the culture around guns and black people, because when you see certain black people with guns online, it is different.
Yeah. And you automatically think criminal.
But it also is different, because like when I'm standing there with a Pooh Shiesty on, with extendos coming out of my pockets, it is different from the white boy in the field holding a gun. It is different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because we automatically think criminal. And the crazy part is, these guns hanging out of my pocket with these extendos is probably legal, and dog shit might be illegal. Because he out there, you feel me? Like, it's just
niggas is illegal, and they got switches on it.
No, I'm saying, but when you see it, you automatically think illegal, like criminal, like violent. Yeah, and again, that's
right. But we think it for a reason, though.
Exactly. Listen, bro. Like that's what I said. I ain't even go front. If I see too many young niggas at the gas station, I'm not even going there.
Well, I'm not going in the gas station. You feel me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not even going in that gas station. Like,
but what I mean by I want to change the culture is, like, I want to change black people's relationship with guns. So it's not always I'm doing this as in a self-preservation, or I'm on the line just like pointing guns at the screen.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoy shooting. Like, shooting is fun. Like sport.
It's real. And I gotta go to the range. I'll probably go in the morning. I was looking for, because I was gonna actually go to the movies. I go to the range. I spend that money at the range. But anyway,
outdoor range is lit.
Yeah, when I go to the range, bro, it'd be like, okay, I can actually understand why motherfuckers shoot innocent people and innocent bystanders get hit, because it's so much to actually shooting that is overlooked. It's actually like an art form. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's competitions and shit for this shit. Like, the problem that I see with a lot of black people is they don't respect the gun. They respect the shooter. And that's where the problem lies. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the gun. You know what I'm saying? Like, in reality, why do you need a switch? Because all that bitch do is this. That's all you doing. It's not one bit of accuracy. So you just trying to shoot. And because that is what scares people. You go hit the innocent baby. I'm a firm believer in get your man. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm a firm believer, man, is get to safety, man.
No. What I mean is, like, if you in the field, you know what I'm saying? Like,
at the field.
It's over. They niggas
at the field.
You know, niggas in the mud. Niggas, come on, man. Hey, listen, bro. Niggas with no trees that tell you they got it out the mud. Niggas who grew up around places that don't even got trees and dirt will tell you they got it out the mud. So that's so you know, but that's what the difference between, like, to me, a gangster and a thug. You know what I'm saying? Like, a thug go Uzi up the block. That's why the only thing I do respect about the Italian Mob, when I look back and watch those movies and shit now, they're going to send the killer to kill you. That's why I was always somebody close. I'm not go Uzi up the block. I'm coming, bro. Sammy the Bug killed his brother-in-law. You know how close you got to be able to get to a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
It's always his best friend.
Yeah, but that's the Italian Mob shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, another one of my favorite movies is
that shit. Side note, that shit ruined black people.
Trying to live up to mob standards,
like that all that. The Goodfellas, the Godfather, all them Tony Montana, all that shit destroyed niggas, because niggas today, like the nigga we was talking about earlier, he want to be a capo. Where you get that fucking word from, my nigga? You got that shit. Like, that's not us. That's not our culture.
And what's so crazy is, like, I won't even watch none of them movies no more, bro. Like the only one I watch is Casino. You know what I'm saying? Because Casino was something different for me, you know. And I just watched the story about the real Ginger. Like, the real Ginger was actually the plug. Like, the real Ginger, like, they actually portrayed her fucked up in that movie when I watched that little documentary. But
I didn't realize that this movie was, like, based on some true shit. I thought it was just a fucking movie.
Oh yeah.
I mean, later in life I did, but I thought that shit was I mean, when I say later in life, I mean like 2 years ago. I realized.
Shut up, bro. Straight up.
Never knew.
Yeah, see, I feel like I knew that was I don't know when that came out, whoever I was around, whichever one of my big cousins or whatever.
It wasn't 2 years ago, but it was around.
It was sooner, later than sooner. Yeah. So I think whatever cousin I was around was geeked up because he was saying that it was based on a true story, or he wasn't saying based, he was saying it was a true story. So when I watched it, I always felt like, and when he was saying true story, I felt like everything about it was true.
I realized, I think it was around that Hoffa movie that came out on Netflix. That shit was like 3.5, 4 hours or some shit.
Yeah.
And I realized it was certain shit that was about that, and a lot of YouTube shit, and it connected, and they would start naming names, and like, yo, that's the name of the motherfucker that was in the Goodfellas or in the I'm sorry.
Casino, yeah.
You know, I'm like, oh shit, this. So then I went down a rabbit hole. So I think that was maybe like 2020, 2019, 2020.
And the one main thing though, so since I seen the true shit about Ginger, because I love Ginger. Like, I got Ginger with Casino with me. But okay, so you know how Lex Diamonds was her boyfriend in the movie, and they made him seem like a dirty pimp or whatever. They actually had a child together that was older than
dirty pimp.
No. This is what I'm saying. So now in the movie, it made sense why she will always run back to him, because the Lex Diamonds nigga in real life is the one who she told him that she wanted to be a pageant winner and shit. So he was entering her in the pageants and shit like that. So that was his baby mama. So now that we adults and we understand how shit work, his baby mama hit the big lick, and when she felt like she got in trouble, she went back to her old nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think, like, they should have, but we know Hollywood too. It just made for a better movie to him to seem like his homeboy.
What's so crazy is when I was younger, I didn't like none of that shit. I won't say I didn't like it. I didn't watch the Goodfellas until I was like, it was on. You know what I'm saying? I saw, but I didn't go to movies and see that shit. I watched it as like above 18, like as an.
I had the VHS tape because the cover looked as sweet to me. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't see Scarface until like 2008.
I way too early on Scarface. I wish I never would have seen Scarface that year.
I saw Scarface. It was 2006 because I lived in these apartments on 8 Mile and Telegraph. I thought the movie was trash. I'm like,
trash as shit.
I'm like, this movie that y'all been telling me about that all the rappers have when they go to MTV Cribs. I'm like, not this weak ass movie. This can't be the movie.
Hey, but look though, my phone about to hang up, nigga. We've been on this bitch for 2 hours and 50. Yeah,
2 hours. Shout out to 79 people that's tapped in.
What up? Shout out to Curve. He slid through. Dane was on there. And then I want to show this, man. I got this urn, man, with my pop's picture on it, man. Got his ashes in there. rock that. You know what I'm saying? I be rocking. I just got this today, so I met up with my brother and my sister, and I gave both of them one with their favorite pictures, and mine got my favorite picture. And it's just a little small urn. We just put it was probably like that much ashes in one. You know what I'm saying? But on our birthday, I'm gonna plant a tree in my mom's backyard for him with some of the ashes, you know, ash to ashes, dust to dust,
Love
and
that.
get, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm getting cremated too, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Way easier on people, and I mean like financially. Like,
I'm pretty too, not you per se, but like I want to get planted. I want all my family to be planted in it, have a forest of the ancestors.
Yeah, like, and that's real shit. Because when it's only energy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if tree roots, it's trees that's out here, man. We look at them bitches 100 years old. We don't know who planted they people by them trees. You know what I'm saying?
It's so interesting. The house I grew up in, I bring it up on Google Maps all the time. At least once or twice a month, I just go look at it. And like trees that me and my father planted are like full grown now. And it's like, that's crazy. Like this shit didn't used to be here.
Yeah.
Tree. It's 30 years later, but like,
but that's what I'm saying. 30 years, like, so the roots is there. You know what I'm saying? But I had an enjoyable time on the Power Hour today, man. I can't wait for next Sunday to talk that shit. And I got a big announcement coming up, man, with some super big shit that's about to go on in the city. And like, your boy is like majorly a part of that festival style shit. You know what I'm saying? We just making sure everything is in play. We could probably podcast live from that bitch for sure.
I just put the Powerful Content Company logo up there. I forgot. It's Powerful Content Company. You feel me? We
definitely do a live show from up there. Like, yeah, I already and had that bitch set up. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna put that.
All right, man.
All right, man. Be safe, man. I appreciate you, dog.
For sure.
Yeah.